Okay, I'm sorry. I was looking for my hat, and then when I found my hat, then my mom needed a couple things. Sorry about that. I am here now. I'm just putting my earbuds in. Which are scenes. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. There we go. And I gotta get seated in my chair. There we go. I think we're good. Okay. Well, I could have at least had that on. The sound, the game sound. I don't remember where we are. I know we talked to Morden. He sang us a scientist Solarian, and that's how we ended. But, let's just look at our squad. Let's see what we gotta do. Oh, no. Journal. We have to do some Mars quests now. We have Thane. We have Garrus and Kasumi. So I was thinking we could go back to the Citadel and do a combination of Thane and Garrus so that we can do Kasumi without any issues. Because I'm telling you, on Insanity, it can be unfun. And I'm not opposed to scaling down, the difficulty, but let's just go try to accomplish that. Let's see here. I mean, obviously we want to if we can. But you gotta say, Kelly, you're gonna say something. I know you're gonna say it. Just say it. Just say it, Kelly. Say it. Did you order the code red? Did you order the code red, Kelly?
Jack's tattoos are beautiful.
Oh my god.
As colorful as her past, I'm sure. I have concerns with her temper, though.
You have worries about Jack?
I know she'll be solid under fire, but her attitude suggests deep personal issues. She pushes people away, yet approaches sex casually. I don't think she understands her own motivations. Just be careful when talking about personal matters.
I'll do my best not to piss her off.
Please warn me if you fail. I want a chance to hide. Anyway, what's up?
Is there anything I should know?
Samara would like to see you in observation on the crew deck.
There it is.
Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Where do you know a little bit about
Samara
Samara?
wants a moment with you.
Yeah, there it is. I knew you were going to say something. God damn it, Kelly.
I am glad you came. I must ask for your help. That is not easy for me.
It's all right. Just tell me what you need.
When we met on Ilium, I told you about a very dangerous person I was pursuing. Using the information you obtained, I have located her. She's been going by the name Morinth. I would like to apprehend her before she disappears again.
How important is this?
Killing her has been my focus for 400 years. It is the most important thing in my life, and the reason I became a Justicar.
Where is she?
Omega, a nightclub called Afterlife, which seems a perfect place for her to hunt.
Didn't you say you'd pick up her trail after our mission?
I know where she is, right now. In a month, she may be gone. This is the best opportunity I've ever had.
Tell me about her.
She is an Ardat Yakshi. It is a term from a dead Asari dialect. It means demon of the night winds, but that is mythology. She is simply a very dangerous woman who kills without mercy.
So is an Ardat Yakshi a special kind of murderer?
Morinth suffers a rare genetic disorder. When she mates with you, there is no gentle melding of nervous systems. She overpowers yours, burns it out, hemorrhages your brain. You end up a mindless shell, and soon after, you are dead.
Why isn't this ever mentioned in Asari literature or art?
When we were primitive, there was much fascination with Ardat Yakshi. Some cultures worshipped them as gods of destruction. Now the Asari have a place in the galaxy, and they don't wish this defect to be widely known. As far as I know, only 3 exist today. 2 chose a life of seclusion. The 3rd ran.
Morinth.
She ran, and I am sworn to kill her.
I don't know that I blame her for running.
When she fled, she proved her addiction. She was not taking a great moral stand. She simply wants to keep killing. She is a tragic figure, but not a sympathetic one.
Can't she abstain?
Each encounter gives her strength. The effect is narcotic. The more she does it, the more she needs to do it. She will never stop. She can't.
So you hunt down these Asari just because they're born with a genetic condition?
It manifests with maturity. When one is diagnosed, she is offered the chance to live in seclusion and comfort. If she refuses, it shows her addiction to the ecstasy she gets from killing her mates. There is no redemption for such a person.
They have to choose between prison and death.
It is an addictive condition. Remember how adaptive we are. If Morinth does not want to be cured, she won't be.
This is definitely worthy of your full attention.
She confuses her victims, twists their feelings. They will do anything for her favor.
We need to stop her.
Thank you, Commander. There are no words to express what this means to me. There is one thing more. This creature, this monster. She is my daughter.
You said this is genetic. How many children do you have?
3. And 3 Ardat Yakshi are in existence today. It is as it sounds. Morinth was always the wild one. She was happy and free, but selfish.
I cannot imagine what this is like for you.
I do not want pity, Shepard. I do not accept it. My daughter's condition is my fault, and my redemption lies in killing her. Do not pity me. Simply understand my situation.
So one thing that we have all kind of converged on when we talk about this in the podcast is there's so much here, and yet we don't have much time to really take it all in. And it's a pacing problem with Mass Effect 2. And I think in hindsight, for me, Horizon should be moved past acquiring all your teammates. So even if we have Jacob, for instance, like I've always advocated, we don't really need Jacob in the story. We don't really accomplish much with him. There's not much of an arc there. And even in Mass Effect 3, he hasn't really learned anything. But even if we keep Jacob and we keep everybody, if we move the Horizon mission to almost to 3/4 of the game, and I know that sounds outrageous because of the way the game is designed, but there's so many companions and so many loyalty missions that it almost would seem like we're more emboldened to assist them and to feel a greater connection versus multiple playthroughs. Because I know my first playthrough, I didn't feel much for Thane. I didn't feel much for Samara. I like Samara, but I didn't really think there was enough there. And again, I think it's the pacing problem. If we move the events to Horizon, 2 things happen. 1, we advance the necessity to attack the collectors faster. 2, we're more equipped to handle Horizon, because when you play that on Insanity, you're underdeveloped, you're underpowered, and the teammates you have aren't at your level that need to assist you. So there's a lot of things going on that really would make for a better balance and narrative storytelling if the events of Horizon were to be pushed out a little bit further. And then that way, when it's closer to like maybe say 3/4 of the game, then we reach the Reaper IFF pretty soon thereafter. And then the story just bounces along. But I can see the inherent worry that a developer would have, like, oh, we're going to talk about half of the game of just storytelling with companions? Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying, is that it doesn't have to be about Horizon. It seems like that was the main focus to get to that point. And then at that point, like I said, it kind of falls apart after that, because then you have to build your team all over again. So it seems like you're starting over with just more of them. And it seems like you're hauling a larger cargo. And yeah, you've upgraded, your truck, but you're still accomplishing the same thing that you would have done with, half the team members. So if your issue is going to be about storytelling with the companions, then make it about that. You can have a story here and there, just like they did with the very first one, with where you meet Tally. You go on your mission with Jacob and Miranda, and you meet Tally there at the very beginning. Something like that would be incredible. You don't need a Horizon mission to be the main fulcrum of the story to the second half. There could be like a bunch of those mini stories. And of course they added a lot of side missions and things, but you have to really find those. And if you're just really playing the main mission, you're not going to experience any of that. So I would say focus on the main mission, have some side content here and there, make it a little bit more on rails, because this was one of those where they were experimenting between open world, which obviously doesn't work in the Andromeda series. You saw that. And being more linear. And I think if they really focused on the linear aspect of it, because there's a lot of places that you go to, the Citadel, Omega, what's the name of the Asari city? Anyway, they're obviously huge, but you only go to a little small area there. So just work with that. It's a very KOTOR thing. Work with the small environments that you have and build up those stories that you have there. And then that way, if some of those side missions that you took in other planets and stuff have a lot less systems maybe, and transplanted some of those little missions into the cities that you had, that makes those cities more interesting too. And like I said, KOTOR did an excellent job of doing that. You didn't go to like 50 systems. You went to 7, and everything happened while you were on that system. You didn't go here and there and there. And it makes for a great story, and you're able to kind of really focus on who you are and who you're accomplishing these events with. That's why they messed up in Mass Effect 2. And that's why I have said over and over, I don't think anybody is wrong in saying that Mass Effect 2 is their favorite game. That's perfectly legitimate. I just think after playing it over and over and over, Mass Effect 3 is superior in so many ways. And then Mass Effect 1 was so great in its originality and its mechanics. And then Mass Effect 2 is a little bit of the both in there. They're inventive, but not all the way. There's better mechanics, but not all the way. And I think Mass Effect 3 really accomplishes all those things all at one time. But that's why I didn't want to interrupt her, because I just wanted to kind of go over that. I think Samara is a great character. It's wonderful, and we get to grow in love with her with multiple playthroughs. But initially, this could have been stronger if we accomplish her stuff and meet her early before the events of even Horizon. So anyway, that's about it.
How did all this happen?
I spent my youth on the move, adventuring. I killed people, mated with them, or just danced the night away. I learned so much, experienced so much, and then my matron days came. I could finally sit back, bask, and enjoy my family. But in one moment, it was all taken away.
Sounds terrible.
I sat in a med lab while a nearsighted doctor droned at me, and I learned that nothing was as I thought it would be. I gave up all that I possessed. I own nothing, claim nothing. All my knowledge will die with me. Now my purpose is to destroy my own children.
Those moments change you.
And I've hundreds of years left to live with that. I say too much. Forgive me. Help me find my long-lost daughter. And kill her.
We'll go find Morinth.
I have a little diffuser behind me that I forgot to turn on. It have like various like peppermint and stuff that I forgot to turn it on. Usually it kind of helps me relax when I'm playing these insanity games. Let's do Garrus and Thane, since they're the ones we're going to be doing the missions for. I may not necessarily use them together when we do their individual missions, but we do have that option each time we come to it, and that's a really good design. We're not stuck with Thane and Garrus for Garrus's mission. We're not stuck with Thane and Garrus for Thane's mission. It always gives us that option, which I appreciate. Okay, I really love ammo piercing ammo. I'll be honest with you. I may actually end up using that and respecking, because going into Mass Effect 3, that is so valuable when you're either an infiltrator or an engineer. Really comes into its own. So that's why I haven't spent his points, or he doesn't have. I can't spend them anywhere anyway. But I can't wait to use it here for the armor piercing, because it's low-key really good. I mean, it works even people who have biotic stuff. It's like there's no disadvantage of having it, Whereas the warp ammo tends to only really be more valuable if you're using it biotically, other biotics with it. So, what does Garrus have? Mantis. I think that's what I want for him. But the Viper's better. That's right. It's just the Mantis is what he's more like seen with. Tempest, Viper, yeah.
I've found references to a forger named Fade in C-Sec crime reports, Shepard. Perhaps that is a good place to start looking. Also, according to C-Sec, a Drell recently passed through customs. The C-Sec office may have more information.
So we'll definitely do that. I've already talked to him. The little keeper.
You'd think Citadel security would be the tightest in the galaxy.
I know C-Sec too well to believe that's true.
I see no fewer than 14 fatal flaws a skilled assassin could exploit. 8 of them existed when I was here 10 years ago.
Yes?
I'm trying to find a local forger. He goes by the name of Fade.
Yeah, I know him. The alias, anyway. He's been a thorn in the network division's side for the last year. He works with the Blue Suns.
Where can we find him?
If I knew that, he'd be in a cell. Best I can do is put you on the trail. There's a warehouse in the marketplace. Some of Fade's contacts work out of there. Go ask them some questions. Gently, of course.
Why haven't you been able to catch him?
Whoever he is, he's damn good at avoiding C-Sec. I think someone on the inside's feeding him information. Either that, or he's got access to our databases and comm channels. I don't know which is worse. But you're outside C-Sec. Maybe you can nail his ass.
I should be going.
You need anything else, let me know. Yes?
My associate's trying to find his son. We think a local criminal may have hired him.
That should be easy. We don't see many Drell here. There we go. One of my men reported a Drell recently. And he was talking to Mouse. Interesting.
Mouse?
Ah, petty criminal. Probably not the guy who hired your boy, but a messenger. He's a former duct rat. Runs errands for anyone who'll pay.
What sort of trouble has Mouse been getting himself into?
Odd jobs for shifty people. Duct rats take whatever is available to get by. Data running, fencing stolen goods, selling illegal VI personalities. Actually, he was selling one of you.
Me?
Yeah, when you erased a file, it would say, I delete data like you on the way to real errors.
That's pretty extreme, Commander.
Laugh it up, Garrus.
Buggy, though. It crashed every half hour. The error message was about how the galaxy was at stake, and you should fix the problem yourself.
Well, I would not mind having that as an audio snippet on my own computer. But it doesn't exist. I mean, in Mass Effect 3, there's a few things Shepard says that are really interesting at the VI that you find, but nothing specifically to that reference.
What was it you called Mouse?
A duct rat. It's a local slang for the poor kids who grow up in the station. When they're small, they tend to play in the ventilation ducts where adults can't get to them.
Aren't the ducks dangerous?
Every couple of months, we pull a little body out of them. Lacerated by fan blades, broken by a deadfall, suffocated by vacuum exposure. Those are just the ones we know about. More just disappear. Maybe they get sucked into space. Maybe they fall into the protein vats the Keepers run. And Mouse survived long enough that he can't fit in the ducts anymore. He was one of the smarter ones, or the luckier ones.
I've heard enough.
Mouse is usually upstairs outside the Dark Star. He works out of a public comm terminal. You should pick up a copy of the Shepard VI when you talk to him. It sounds like your boy's running with the wrong crowd.
Yes, I agree.
If Mouse can't get you in touch with your son directly, he'll know who can. I'll help you if you need it.
You don't know us, Captain. Why are you going so far to help us?
I've worked Sicko for 2 years. Every day kids turn to crime because they've got no other choice, because their parents don't care. You're trying to save yours.
He faces a dark path.
We better hurry then.
You didn't tell him that Kolyat plans to assassinate someone.
He's a cop. He'd try to stop Kolyat and one of them could end up dead. I don't want that.
Yes, of course. Thank you, Shepard.
So I keep saying how smart Thane is, and he's incredibly smart. One thing that smart people do is sometimes they know when not to speak. It's very possible Thane could have shown too much emotion and said, look, the real reason why I'm trying to find him, just to get a little bit more information if necessary, is because he believes he's in danger and possibly someone, a council member or somebody is going to be at risk. But he doesn't. He stays quiet and lets Shepard, who is actually negotiating the conversation, really well, getting the information, not probing too much, and actually getting a little bit more information than we even asked for. So again, ask Shepard after the fact.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Why that didn't get brought up. And I think it's a little dialogue, but it's a big deal. This guy. Yeah, I'm here, Banana. I'm back. In YouTube Universe.
I wonder what a Presidium fish would taste like. I'm telling you, there are no fish
I
up
thought I
there.
had done this.
I hear an Erdnot went up there once. An Erdnot on the Presidium. That'd be the day.
Yeah, I thought for sure I had already accomplished this, but maybe not. I meant Thane. No. I know what you meant, Banana. I can read through. See, Thane, like myself, can pick up on conversations. And we know what you meant. And I am back.
Fine. I just need to pick up some spices. Aminodextrous and aminosinister if you have it.
How are you doing, Banana? Welcome on in.
You don't mix your spice correct.
I was trying to fight back a cough when I said that. How are you doing, Banana? Good to see ya. I'm gonna try to push these runs as fast as possible because I really want to get close to the end game. Sooner than later. I don't want to have 15 streams and then we're finally finishing. Although this game can take that long. But I think we're going to be fine. Talk to the chef. He never says anything. Shipping warehouse.
This looks like the place.
Look, it took me a long time to get this refund. It's a Cision Omnigel converter. He said there'd be one waiting for me.
Do you have a service order?
Doing all right. Trying to figure out what furniture needs to be packed and what I should sell. Sell it all, Banana. Buy new furniture. Make it easier on yourself. Less to move, less back problems. Sell it all. Or donate it.
Fade? You're not quite how I imagined you.
Looks can be deceiving. So, which one of you wants to disappear?
I've said it before. I'd
rather see you make someone reappear.
That's not the service we provide.
Make an exception. Just this once.
I think.
Damn it. Quick! Shoot them! Shoot them, you lumbering mountains!
Why don't you two find somewhere else to skulk?
I think the voices of the Volus are done by the similar person.
You're not getting paid for this. What's the point of hiring protection if they won't protect you?
That's why I have volunteered. If they ever want me to voice act for a Volus, I would totally do it. They could put the helmet on me while I'm sucking air and, just give me the lines. I could do a Volus. I can play a little, 3 foot, 2.5 foot round pudgy guy. That'd be interesting. But yeah, it's the same Volus voice I hear every time, except for what's his name? The one that's in Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 3. The information broker. Anyway, I like him. I like him a lot. He's very smart and he's concise. He gives you the information you need and he gets information from you without even asking. So his voice lines his dialogue, I should say, is written very carefully and expertly. Mm-hmm.
We're looking for someone. A client of yours.
Not mine. I'm not Fade. I just work for him. Sort of.
I knew it.
Well, then maybe you'd like to tell us where to find him.
Yes, of course. He's in the factory district. Works out of the old prefab foundry.
I know the place.
He's got a lot of mercs there. Blue Suns. Harkin thinks they're protecting him.
What do the Blue Suns have to do with this?
They use his services to help their people infiltrate businesses and various organizations here on the Citadel.
Bastard. He's using C-Sec to help those scum.
No. Well, Not really. He got fired from CSEC a while ago, but he still knows the systems.
Interesting. But it changes nothing. We still need to find him before we can get to Sedonis.
I've brought Zaid to this mission, and there's no extra conversation. You know, I always think like anything with the Blue Suns, he's going to have some input, but no.
Well, let's go pay Harkin a visit.
We'll need to go to the transit station. I can get us to him from there.
So I can go?
Sure, but if we don't find Harkin, we'll be back for you.
Oh.
Good.
Good.
Oh. Good. Anyway, I have a new video out. When you get a chance, y'all need to check it out. It's a very short video, 4.5 minutes, about 2 Point Museum. I thought about making it significantly longer,
sent me here.
going over details of this and that, but I didn't want to do a review per se, and that would kind of require that I break down certain things of how to do this, how to do that. I didn't really want to do that. Some of the videos, let me put it this way. I don't watch review videos, not for enjoyment. I watch them just to see what other people do. It's purely academic, and I don't like it. I can't stand it. I'd rather just kind of give you a very, very brief analysis of the game and things that I enjoyed about it, and that's it. You know, make your own decision. So that's kind of what the last 2 videos I've done for the channel have kind of done. If I break it down any further, then we're going into the whole analysis stuff, and I would be super critical of myself making some of those kind of videos, because I do think that those should be done in a very, very objective way. And when you are opinionated about something, you give strong examples and strong reasons for it. That's the part that's missing in a lot of those reviews. So they'll come at it with a very strong opinion, but don't always give strong examples. And they're sometimes highly contextual, and they only give their side of it. I cannot do that. I cannot in good conscience do that. So when I talk about games like Mass Effect 2, I do that kind of casually because I just know the game fairly well. And when it comes to like a review, I don't want to approach a new game that I haven't played more than 40 hours of with that same kind of mindset. You know, what if I've only have 12 hours in the game and then I'm talking about it at length? I mean, can you really trust what I'm saying at that point? Maybe I've played a lot of it, maybe I enjoyed it, but maybe I haven't even played far enough to experience all the bugs that come with in-game mechanics. You don't know that. So I don't put out those kind of videos at the moment, and hopefully that's something that you guys would appreciate watching. And if you do, give it a comment. If there's any other games or anything that you want me to cover further in the future, definitely bring it up. I'm thinking about... There's a game called No Rest for the Wicked. I've talked to Common Banana about this one. It's developed by Moon Studios, and Moon Studios... So there's a lot of... Right now, there's the most recent reviews on Steam. It says mixed, and that's because when the game came out, there was all this promise and hoopla and fanfare, and a lot of people were excited about it, and they were doing a lot of unique things, and I enjoyed it. It's an ARPG, but not really an ARPG. It's a Souls game, but not a Souls game at the same time. It is doing a lot of things right, though. I really enjoy playing that game, even though I'm not a full ARPG person anymore. I'm not a Souls player. I liked what it was doing. It was giving me a strong story with random drops, upgradable mechanics, health, things that made sense. You know, like you eat to recover your health, rest. Some of the things you eat give you better buffs. It's not just drink a health potion. Don't drink 20 health potions so that way you can survive a boss fight. You know, it makes a lot of sense, those things that it does, the mechanics. And I really want to approach that game going full force for my own self. And I'm conflicted whether or not I should do that on this channel or my own. Moon Studios recently, their mixed reviews that they got was that there was all this fanfare that was coming out about the game, and then they went silent. There was a big update, but it really wasn't. It was more, they turned a lot of the game after what you could finish and what they had produced so far into a roguelite. And I was like, an ARPG with Souls mechanics that's also a roguelite in the middle. It was weird. I didn't like the roguelike aspect of it. It was interesting. It was definitely difficult. I was kind of cruising for most of it. I was getting the mechanics down. I was even doing some stealth stuff, which is very difficult in that game. And boom, here comes a roguelite. I'm like, I gotta play differently now. And I like the story. I like the environments. I didn't know if I really got onto the whole roguelite thing. So then there was nothing. And so that's where a lot of people's complaints have been. It's like, well, thought we were going to be moving this game along. It seems like it's not even a quarter of the way done. So what happened was, apparently Moon Studios, their publisher, sold off a portion of their division. And so Moon Studios took the opportunity to say, what if we buy this IP, the whole thing? And they became independent for the game. And that's why they went silent. They couldn't talk about it because it was all in legal negotiations. Because you start putting that stuff out there, then you can leverage your position, and that's supposed to be a big no-no. So they didn't say anything for a long time. They couldn't say anything, and they didn't want to put out anything to kind of give the publisher the right to say, oh, well, hey, look, the game has gotten even more popular now. I don't want to sell this. I want to clearly make the money that it's going to be making. We see the writing on the wall. So they didn't put out anything. So they ended up buying the full rights to the game. And Moon Studios now, it's the same developer as did Ori. They have the game completely under their wing. So they are an independent developer now. And I'm looking forward to it because they look really excited. I saw some of the stuff now that they said, okay, this is what we've been working on. This is how the story, there's a whole new story thing. They got, like, there's so much there they couldn't even, like, discuss out there. It seems like it was overflowing with information that they wanted to talk about, and they gave examples, but they kind of cut themselves just short of doing it. So I really think that there's going to be a strong future for that game. I don't know if it'll become popular. I enjoy the game. So that's where I've been sitting on the fence of whether or not this is something I want to plant a flag in and say, you know what? Gamers Advocate, we are a podcast. We release something every Friday. We go over a lot of different things. We have some Let's Plays. We have some videos about various games from here and there. But it's also a central location maybe where you can find information about No Rest for the Wicked. And the reason why I don't know if I want to do it here or if I want to do it on my own channel is because my own channel is so saturated with Baldur's Gate that it might be dangerous for me to deviate from that. But I don't know. And if anybody has a opinion, throw it out at me because
I'm Commander Shepard,
I'm
and this
open
is my
to
favorite store on the
things
Citadel.
at the moment. Meta-Joe capacity. Let's buy it. There we go. 5 of 5.
What do you think, Michael? Maybe the immunobooster? It's supposed to help with alien bacteria.
We need a...
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Archon visor. Damn it, there's the tech damage. Shoot. That would make a huge difference for me. I can't afford it. After this mission, we should be able to. So we talked to the Volus.
You ever had ramen? It's a delicacy back on Earth.
And then we go to Helicab. That's right. And I think that's on the active transport, the rapid transport. Speaking of which, I might not be able to get our BG3 playful for a bit while I'm focusing on the move. That is perfectly fine, Banana. It's not like we've released any episodes. I've just been holding on to them. Because it's one of those, Banana, that I've been thinking let's, you know, we may have like 8 hours, 12 hours of content, but I'm going to squeeze it down to like an hour. You know, it's one of those type things. And I think that would be kind of interesting. Not just highlights, but, you know, you say a lot of really funny things when we're playing, and then a lot of like crazy stuff happens. Or I'll say, look, if you do this, this is like my, because there's been a couple of times me and Banana played Baldur's Gate 3, and we just have different tactics on some of the same things. And it's, I mean, there's no wrong way to play Baldur's Gate. So I'm like, oh, I do it like this, so I can kind of like, because I like bottlenecking enemies a lot. Like, that's my thing. It's like, if I can funnel everybody here, it's easy mode. And that's what I like try to do over and over and over. And I've gotten used to doing it that way. And I told him, I was like, yeah, if we do this will happen. And then that is like the one time they don't do that. Like there's the gnolls, the ones that are attacking the Zentrum. And, you know, they're throwing fire blasts at them. And I say, hey, look, if we approach from the right side, there's a gnoll there. And usually you can push him and he'll fall. And then they all have to like come up. And then when I did that, I realized I ran out of my circle of daggers spell, and so they just basically came up the up the cliffside rather than going all the way around. Because if they had come straight through, then and I had the daggers, then they would just be going through a wall and be like killing themselves as they're coming up, and half of them would be dead. They realize most of the time that that's not a viable option, so they try to sprint around, dash around the other side, in which case I can create like a kill zone there too. Well, we were out of spells, and I didn't even think about it, and apparently Banana didn't either. So that's the kind of thing that I've been talking about. It's like the chaos despite overthinking, you know? Like we thought everything else out, except like, oh yeah, what, we should have rested before we did that. It was a great plan in theory. But that's the kind of that's the kind of content we've been recording. So we got Fade. I'm gonna take Zaid. I think he's gonna be really good here. The only thing is, you know what? There's a lot of robots. Let's take Tally. Ooh, Garrus and Tally. Nice. So they can start romancing each other. Yeah. I like it. I think we used Fog Cloud instead of Cloud of Daggers, and they didn't care too much. That's right, we used the fog, so they couldn't see some, but they could see some. Like, you know, it was just like the worst possible thing. And then I tried to push a guy, and I ended up pushing Banana's character instead into like something, like a fire or something.
There he is.
Shepard? Don't just stand there. Stop them! Stop them!
I swear, it was a playthrough that you would have thought like there's two like
run all you want,
imbeciles who have never played Baldur's Gate before. And yeah.
Get ready to fight.
Light him up.
Combat drone ready.
Make sure. Oh, you put it on your combat drone after we kill them? Thanks, Tally. Hilarious every time. Yeah, Kara does that every time we play, but it's usually an attack instead of shoving. Let me make sure. Hold on. What of our gameplay? Insanity. Okay, good. Okay. It seemed a bit easy. Maybe we're just finally getting to a level where it's we're accomplishing things. You know?
Coming.
You got it.
Lost shield.
Systems. Combat drone detected. System failing.
That one hit!
Yeah, I just said they seemed easier to kill. That wasn't easy.
Combat
So.
systems engaged. Excuse me. Attack detected.
Crap.
Go get him, Sicko. Good girl. Viral attack detected.
It keeps missing my... I keep trying to hack them, and it keeps taking me out of the wrong covers area.
Hostile forces have engaged.
There. Okay. Sorry, Kelly.
Got it.
I'm with you.
Can do.
This way. This way.
I'm going to ground.
Listen to me. Okay.
Affirmative.
Right behind you.
Okay. Do your...
They're all yours, Chatika.
There we go. Tally, please. Tally, please.
With you, Shepard.
I'm with you.
Right behind you. Can do.
Understood.
Right.
Sabotage detected.
Okay.
Unit member offline. Warning. Saves unit defense system. Reactivation initiated.
Okay.
Rerouting power. System failing. Critical system damage failure.
With you, Shepard.
On my way.
Sensors activated.
Understood.
Unit member offline.
Been trying to kill that guy forever.
Critical system damage. Excuse me.
Oh! I was 2 seconds away. I was waiting for those guys to get closer to the explosion thing, and then I was gonna just blow them all up at the same time. Ugh. A little frustrating. A little frustrating. I was just talking about how good it seemed.
I'm with you.
On it. Felt.
Excuse me.
That everything's hard, but it seems like we were
Got no
doing it.
Custom shot ready.
But this is also why I love this AR, because a pistol, you run out of bullets too soon. The SMG just doesn't do any damage.
They're all yours, Chatika. Bunkering down.
You got it.
I'm taking cover.
Excuse me.
There we go.
Careful.
Okay, let's be a little bit more. There we go.
Excuse me.
Okay. That's better.
Rerouting.
Okay.
Requesting assistance.
So this drone, I mean that whatever it is. There we go. That's solo these guys. This is why I love being an infiltrator. I'm not in this playthrough, but I may do it in Mass Effect 3 because I can just snipe these guys and be done with it. That was the guy that gave us a hard time last time.
On my way.
Combat drone away.
Yeah, overload works great for these guys in Insanity, so I need to remember that.
Careful.
And stay down.
Right behind you. Just a second.
Crap.
Oh.
Great.
Careful.
Great.
Go get them, Chica. Good girl.
Alright. I don't know where
I'm here.
Tally is, actually. Okay. Stay right there, Tally. Alright, there we go. There we go. Alright. Let's do this. Yeah. I really had intended to do Thane's mission first, but since we're here...
Shields have failed.
There we go.
Deploying combat drone.
Excuse me.
There we go. Careful.
On it.
Submit. Tally.
Grabbing cover.
What are you doing?
Requesting assistance.
That's what I was afraid of.
Backup system.
Alright.
Alert. Requesting assistance. Requesting assistance.
We got him.
Backup system.
We got him bottlenecked.
Engaged.
Combat drone away.
There we go. Alright. We're finally there. So the Big Mac might give us a problem. But other than that, we should be good. That tech damage would have been great here, because Tally's tech, I mean Garrus for the most part is tech. Yeah, so that's why I was like really regretting not having the money for that upgrade. Let's see. I'll be so glad when I don't have to do this in Mass Effect 3. Yeah. Tally saying, I'm here. Right as you say, I don't know where Tally is. It's pretty impressive timing. Yeah. Well, that's normal.
Right.
On your 6.
In ME2, it's like you're constantly losing your companions. And it's like, on your 6. No, you're not, actually. Oh, there was this funny thing I saw, this gaming...
Arkin's in here somewhere. I can smell him.
This gaming short or something on Instagram. And it had this guy it was for what is it called? Helldivers. And the guy's saying, hit the bug's left foot. And the guy kept shooting at the right. And then when the bug was finally dead, the guy says, I kept saying, I told you to hit the left foot. That is the left. That's your left, stupid. The bug's left is, why would I care about the bug's left foot? That's something I can relate to. I'm the medical background, so it's like I always see things like that, like go backwards. So if the enemy's coming at me, it's their left is my right. It's my thought. And so when Garrus says I'm on your 6, I'm like, no, you're not. You're like maybe 2 o'clock. All right, get some more money. Do. Yeah, Thane's mission is fairly easy in comparison because of you don't really do much. I mean, you just basically solve the mystery. That's about it. So it's easy XP.
Warning, attack exceeds unit defense systems.
Understood.
Just a second.
Attack exceeds unit defense systems.
Got one.
Failing. Allied force casualty.
Finally, I was able to like get one down. I've been trying to not overload. Turn the robots on our side, and it just hasn't worked. Yeah, they flank us here. I forgot about that.
With you, Shepard.
I'm with you.
Can do.
Coming.
Backup systems engaged. Unit member offline.
Combat drones away.
There we go.
Sensors activated. Rerouting power. Requesting off.
Look at all those things shooting at him and he still didn't die. Whew. That's the only thing about Insanity is that sometimes things just get buggy. Like they don't really actually have that much hit points, just whatever's making them glitch out and they recover their health or something happens. Kelly,
On your
do
six.
not stand right there, please.
I'm taking cover.
Thank you.
And stay down.
Tally, please. Please
Want
just
some
do what I
more?
tell you. How about this? Just go in there.
Right.
I'm on it.
There you go. There we go. Come on. Okay.
Go get them, Katika. Good girl.
Okay, now that we can target him.
Training their shield.
I've lost shields.
Uh-oh. That happened fast. Okay.
Understood.
With you, Shepard.
I'm gonna have to do something about these guys. There we go.
This
I
should
should be
soften them
using
up.
the shield remover more often.
Nice shooting. Perfect.
Very good.
Shepard, back off.
You back off. There we go. Now we got him. Yeah, I love this little gun. Alright. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. I think this has probably got to be the hardest mission I'm going to face for a bit. The Samara mission, simple. Things mission, pretty simple. Easy XP. So I'm at, this is why I wanted to do all these before we did Kasumi, because Kasumi's, so it's just you. You're in there facing these really difficult enemies, and it becomes a problem. I totally get that. I was worried that anyone who is trying to reference left or right isn't using the right word. Sorry, I missed that completely, Banana. That's my fault. Yeah, I know. I always think in terms of your point of view. But that comes with a consequence. You have to know that the person that you're talking to understands what you're saying. Where is my thing? There it is. If you give it to me, I can do it. There you go. Like I said, I'll be so glad when I don't have to do this no more in Mass Effect 3. Alright, let's save. And then this will be... This is the last run before the big mech comes down, and then we're done.
We're getting close.
Yeah, because that bridge over there is where all the like little mechs start coming in.
Hostile!
On it.
I'm on it.
Gareth,
Firing a high impact
please.
shot. Affirmative.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about Mass Effect 2, but Mass Effect 2 always has the weirdest companion issues. I don't have half these issues in Mass Effect 1, and I can confidently say I almost have... It's almost barely noticeable in 3. But for me, the big part of this is the action. That's why I played on Insanity. And to have these problems when you're just trying to play the normal game, just... See, what are you guys doing? Alright, let's do this while she's still alive. Then we're gonna do this.
Okay.
Now let's do this. How did I miss everything? Okay. Let's do that.
Combat thrown away.
You got it.
Right behind you.
Never saw me coming.
Yeah.
Heavy mech overhead. Watch out.
Oh, I'm watching out.
Go for the optics. Go for the optics. Right.
You got it.
That stagger makes it so difficult. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is not the spot. This is not the spot. Okay. Let's do... We're stuck here. Okay, now we're good.
Engaging hostiles!
Defense systems active. Error.
Oh my god, really?
It's about to go off!
Yeah, he got off a missile just as I was trying to... Like, after he came out of his reprogramming. That could have been very dangerous. Okay, we can't die here. We've already done what we gotta do.
On my way!
Again, you're pissing me off.
Moving!
Okay, there we go.
Combat thrown ready.
Take cover! Impressive!
There we go. A couple of headshots. We're all good. All right. Ooh. Now we're through this little area that's kind of like a pipeline. The rest is a little bit more open, but it is tricky because we got those 2 mechs we got to do. So I got to kill not only one of those mechs, but 2 of them. So, but you can cheese it a little bit. It may not work, but we're going to try. Okay. But yeah, if we had, if I had that tech damage upgrade, that would, oh man, we would be doing a ton of damage right now. You know what, Garrus, I don't know why the hell you keep using your sniper rifle. That doesn't help us.
Affirmative.
Like, at all, buddy. I really wish I could remove weapons from some companions, because there's not a single companion here that I want to use a sniper rifle until you get to Mass Effect 3. There's a couple of Mass Effect sniper rifles that are, they don't hit very hard, but they hit fast, and so because they're so accurate, it's almost like using one of those assault rifles that hits semi-fast, kind of like what he's got right now. I think this is the get the name of this one, but you have to, like, when you're using it yourself, you have to actually click the button to use. That's very similar to that one. There's a couple assault rifles that don't hit hard. They're like this, but they're more accurate. So it's like a win-win.
What the hell is Harkin up to?
It's a bit of a win-win. Take these forged IDs. Thank you. I was about to say, it's not going to give me the heavy ammo. What I might do, and I got this game on an SSD, so it's not a problem. Just to make sure we don't have a problem, I may just save it real quick and then reload, because sometimes when you're playing Mass Effect 2, everything just gets quirky, and I've noticed a couple of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a hard save and then just reload. And sometimes this, for whatever weird bugs are going on with the enemies, it gets removed when you do that. So, let's see, Garrus is back to using the sniper rifle. Jeez.
Switch up.
So Harkin's finally gone completely bad.
He was always a pain in the ass, but I'm in no mood for his games. If he doesn't cooperate, I'll beat him within an inch of his life.
You seem to be getting tense, Garrus.
Harkin may know why Sidonis wanted to disappear. If so, he knows why we're here, and I don't want him tipping Sidonis off. Did you see that?
I saw something.
He's getting ready for us.
You still planning to kill Sidonis when we find him?
That's the plan. It'll be quick and painless. Unlike everyone he betrayed, he'll be spared the agony of a slow death. It's more than he deserves, but as long as he's dead, I'll be satisfied.
Garrus, do you really think killing Sidonis will make things right?
I have to do this. I don't expect you to understand, but please don't try to stop me. I'll pull the trigger and I'll live with the consequences. All I'm asking is that you help me find him.
What do you think Harkin's got waiting for us in there?
Not sure. It looks like an industrial complex. Heavy machinery. Could be anything. Something's in there. Probably more blue suns. Harkin's kind of trapped himself in a corner. He must have something in store for us.
Well, like in any Mass Effect game for the most part, except for 3, when enemies shoot at you, there's spray, so sometimes those will miss. But if they're shooting, like, say, an assault rifle, and they have, like, 4 bullets coming at you, and 1 is percentage to hit you, it will hit you. There's no like dex bonus or anything like that. So that's the difference. Sometimes you have the double damage, they have double health, and so all those factors, like when you're trying to take cover and you get staggered, for instance, they'll just keep hitting you. There's no like possibility of, you know, being lucky and them missing you. So that makes it for a little frustrating on an insanity run, but we'll see. Did I do the Harkin?
What are you gonna do to Harkin if he won't cooperate?
He's a real criminal now, working for the Blue Suns. I should just shoot him on sight, but I need him alive, so I won't do any permanent damage. Just enough to loosen his tongue.
Whatever it takes.
Exactly. I knew you'd understand.
No matter what you say, Garrus is on board. You say, I don't want you to do too much. I know my limits, or something. I forget what he says, but he always, like, whatever Shepard says, he goes along with.
Well, there's one way to find out.
Right behind you.
Everybody loves Garrus, and there's for good reason, but all I'm saying is that you gotta look at really what's going on here. He's ride or die, and if that's what you want, great. But I could argue that that's not what I said. My keyboard's not moving. What is going on? My keyboard stopped working. Are you serious? Oh my god. Now they've got me all frustrated. I'm doing things wrong. Okay. I mean, it's over there. I can't reach it. This pisses me off. Look at that. Okay. Okay. Finally. It's a poor carpenter who blames the shitty broken tools.
This might be useful.
Yeah. There we go. Sniper rifle. Yeah, yeah, but I like it would give me the last code, but hidden behind, and you know, it was like X and then X, and then I was on the right side, but then the code was in the left, buried behind those other X ones, you know. So I was like, are you serious? This couldn't have been a worse, you know, couple series of combos. Always hated that saying. Yeah. This one, like I said, this might be our most difficult battle we do until we do Kasumi's quest. So bear with me if I get a little frustrated, because like I said, I was moving the keyboard and nothing was happening. The thing wasn't working. So now I'm a little worried. The game's not, I may have to like exit the game and come back in.
Shepard, I have patched into the warehouse scanners. The crates in the transport carriers overhead are rigged to explode when dropped.
Good to know.
Why don't you just turn around?
Tally.
With you, Shepard.
Tally, please.
Combat drone ready.
Garrus. God damn it, Garrus.
I'm here.
Understood. Affirmative.
Why did that go right through? I had 3 of them targeted, and the Inferno goes right through all of them. That is wild.
Allied force. Member offline.
Let this tap. Yeah, okay, never mind. See, in theory, when you have a squad here in Mass Effect, and you take cover, they're supposed to be taking cover near the nearest thing. Tally just stood up on top of those crates in full display so they could just, you know, take shots at her.
I see them.
There, finally. I kept trying to like hack one, and then Garrus would do his thing, knock one down, and
Firing a high impact shot!
see, I can't get to that guy because he's okay. Finally, oh, okay, that resolves a lot right there, actually.
New targeting orders.
Fire in the hole!
Okay.
Critical system damage.
Yeah, the missile guys are kind of a problem, but we can handle them. As long as Garrus doesn't do anything stupid, like make him. Okay. Oh, he died. Never mind. He did something stupid. Uh-huh. Where? Who is hitting me? Oh, it's down below. They're giving them credit when they're down below. Okay. Well, never mind. Let's do this. So they clearly can't hit me, but they were giving those robots credit for hitting me. I need to
Leave the shield. Me.
He's shooting me like he's one of those mech robots, the big ones.
Understood.
Can do.
Okay.
Warning, attacking. Save unit defense.
Overriding its friend or foe detection.
Come on.
Disengaging friend or foe detection. Rerouting power. Backup warning, attacking save unit defense systems. Excuse me.
All right, that's better.
Offline. Critical system backup systems. Rerouting power. Online.
Oh, these mechs, they're always a pain.
Combat drone away.
Well, at least Tally's still with me. Yeah, that's why I missed my sniper rifle. Here come 3 more mechs out of the blue for no reason. Just because they want to, like, make my life difficult. Oh, okay, they didn't drop, actually. Alright. Let's, see what we can do. Get some more ammo. See if we can't get a... We can't save, so... We're just gonna have to get lucky.
I'm not running from you, Shepard.
I'm gonna go this way.
Harkin's going to regret this.
Okay. It didn't drop like I was hoping, because these drop as soon as you get up on them, so... It doesn't become the buffer zone that you think. Okay. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do?
I'm taking cover.
Affirmative.
Oh, crap.
2 heavy mechs incoming.
There we go.
Do you really think you can
See,
take me down, Shepard?
they're not where I left them. Okay, so we're gonna go behind. Let's do this. Oh, give me a break. Okay.
Right. Coming. Oh.
Okay. Here we go. Alright, let's heal again. Get lucky.
Deploying combat blow.
Crap. Just barely. Okay. Now. Are they both at that level?
Target locked.
Okay, so let's do this right.
Retargeting.
Nice. And let's do Alright. That's not right. I blow it up so I get collateral damage. That ain't right. Alright. Well, we did it. We did it, for the most part. I believe there's one more.
Get ready to fight.
They have the high ground.
They're all yours, Chitika.
Let's get one of them down. To do this. Shoot. No. I don't want him. Garrus, get out of my way.
Retargeting.
There, finally.
System failure.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me.
I'm here.
I'm with you.
Careful. Requesting assistance. Rerouting power.
I just wanted to get their shields down so I could hack one, and Garrus would get in my way, and then the other robot got in my way. I'm like, we'll get some good money, good XP.
You were close,
and then have
but not close
smooth sailing
enough.
for the next 2 missions. 3 missions.
So, Fade. Couldn't make yourself disappear, huh?
Come on, Garrus. We can work this out. What do you need?
I'm looking for someone.
Well, I guess we both have something the other one wants.
We're not here to ask favors, Harkin.
You don't say.
You helped a friend of mine disappear. I need to find him.
I might need a little more information than that.
His name was Sidonis. Turian came from the...
I know who he is, and I'm not telling you squat.
Harkin, this doesn't have to be hard.
Screw you. I don't give out client information. It's bad for business.
You know what else is bad for business? A broken neck.
All right. Get off me! Terminus really changed you, huh, Garrus?
No, but Sidonis opened my eyes. Now arrange a meeting.
I'm going. Yeah, it's me. There's a chance your identity may be compromised. That's why I'm calling. I'm sending an agent. Where do you want to meet? All right, he'll be there. Don't worry, I got it covered. It's all good. He wants to meet you in front of Orbital Lounge, middle of the day. So, if our business is done, I'll be going.
I don't think so. You're a criminal now, Harkin.
So, what? You're just gonna kill me? That's not your style, Garrus.
Kill you? No. but I don't mind slowing you down a little.
You don't need to shoot him. He won't be able to hide from C-Sec now.
I guess it's your lucky day.
Yeah, I hope we can do this again real soon.
I didn't really need the Paragon.
I didn't shoot him.
Come on, let's move.
Sidonis better be there, or I'm coming
Honestly,
back to
shooting him in
finish
his
the
leg,
job.
not a bad option. Fade away. We have an achievement. Like I said, the game's giving me achievements all over again, so...
Harkin's a bloody menace. We shouldn't have just let him go. He deserved to be punished.
Getting a little worried about you, Garrus. You were pretty hard on Harkin.
You don't think he deserved it?
This is not like you.
What do you want from me, Shepard? What would you do if someone betrayed you?
I'm not sure, but I wouldn't let it change me.
I would have said the same thing before it happened to me.
It's not too late. You don't have to go through with this.
Who's going to bring Sidonis to justice if I don't? Nobody else knows what he's done. Nobody else cares. I don't see any other options.
Let me talk to him.
Talk all you want, but it won't change my mind. I don't care what his reasons were. He screwed us. He deserves to die.
I understand what you're going through, but do you really want to kill him?
I appreciate your concern, but I'm not you.
This isn't you either.
Really? I've always hated injustice. The thought that Sidonis could get away with this? Why should he go on living while 10 good men lie in unmarked graves? I'm sorry, Shepard. Words aren't going to solve this problem. I need to set up. I can get a clear shot from over there.
What do you need me to do?
Keep him talking and don't get in my way. I'll let you know when he's in my sights. Give me a signal so I know you're ready, and I'll take the shot. You better go. He'll be here soon. Shepard, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
All right. There he is. Wave him over and keep him talking.
Let's get this over with.
You're in my shot. Move to the side.
Listen, Sidonis. I'm here to help you.
Don't ever say that name aloud.
I'm a friend of Garrus's. He wants you dead, but I'm hoping that's not necessary.
Garrus, is this some kind of joke?
Damn it, Shepard. If he moves, I'm taking the shot.
You're not kidding, are you? Screw this. I'm not sticking around here to find out. Tell Garrus I had my own problems.
Don't move.
Get off me!
I'm the only thing standing between you and a hole in the head.
Fuck. Look, I didn't want to do it. I didn't have a choice.
Everyone has a choice.
They got to me. Said they'd kill me if I didn't help. What was I supposed to do?
Let me take the shot, Shepard. He's a damn coward.
That's it? You were just trying to save yourself?
I know what I did. I know they died because of me. I have to live with that. I wake up every night, sick and sweating. Each of their faces staring at me, accusing me. I'm already a dead man. I don't sleep. Food has no taste. Some days, I just want it to be over.
Just give me the chance.
Are you Tom Garrus? Meanwhile, the last time I played the mission, I did everything to convince him to be understanding. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Garrus, it doesn't matter what you do. At the end of the day, he's going to support you. As long as you do his mission, he'll be loyal. I do, in hindsight, wish that there was some kind of ramification, some kind of consequence for these things. You know, for instance, I use Garrus a lot in the suicide mission as my secondary squad leader. If you do the renegade, maybe somebody dies under his control. Not necessarily Garrus, but maybe somebody does. Because he's too rash. He's too quick with his saying, okay, let's, the collector shot at my arm. You know, send an extra Kasumi over that way, and then Kasumi dies or something. You know, just something.
Gotta let it go, Garrus. He's already paying for his crime.
He hasn't paid enough. He still has his life.
Look at him, Garrus. He's not alive. There's nothing left to kill.
My men, they deserved better.
Tell Garrus. I guess there's nothing I can say to make it right.
Just go. Tell him to go.
He's giving you a second chance, Sidonis. Don't waste it.
I'll try, Garrus. I'll make it up to you somehow.
I really
Thank you.
think, too, they made it real simple for us to say, oh, okay, Sidonis learned his lesson, or he's still paying for it, or something or another. There should have been some kind of, like, incentive that he was given at the time why he betrayed him. They kind of almost make it sound like he just did it just because or something.
I know you want to talk about this, but I don't. Not yet.
There should have been some kind of, like, they had, you know, details of my family and this or that, and details of other members of the squad's family, and they told me if I even told them that they would kill them anyway. You know, something that would make Sidonis have some kind of reason for doing what he did versus just like, yeah, I did the bad thing. I'm sorry. I regret it every day. I mean, there's some there, but not enough to make it Garrus have. I didn't know that. If he had just told me, maybe we could have gone through it. He says, that's the problem, Garrus. I couldn't tell anybody. They even had details about your father or something like that. They were threatening him directly. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, and it's right there. They didn't have to overthink the story. They didn't have to rewrite the whole thing. We could have learned everything right then and there. Now, of course, we could always just say, take the shot, and then we don't learn any of this stuff. But instead, they just gave us narration that really told us what we knew. So.
I know it didn't go the way you planned, but I think it's for the best.
I'm not so sure.
Give it time.
Yeah. Maybe that'll be enough. I want to know I did the right thing, not just for me. For my men. They deserve to be avenged.
And then you get an email later
was in
on.
My sights, I just couldn't do it.
From one of Garrus's men's family member saying, I was actually, I wasn't allowed to say anything before now, but apparently the people that had a gag order on me has something happened to them. So I wanted to reach out to Garrus and let him know that that we thank him for trying to protect, you know, his men's family, and then you can share that with him, and that way he feels better about this decision, you know.
The lines between good and evil blur when we're looking at people we know.
Yeah, there was still good in him. I could see it. So much easier to see the world in black and white. Gray. I don't know what to do with Gray.
Yeah, you don't know what to do with Gray. Nobody does. That's not unusual.
You gotta go with your instincts.
My instincts are what got me into this mess.
Don't be too hard on yourself.
Thanks, Shepard. For everything. Let's get going. I need some distance from this place.
I'm with you.
It's crazy. We only get, I say only, 750 XP level and squad gain, but I'm telling you, like, this is probably the hardest thing we're going to do before we do Kasumi. And I'm debating not doing that on Insanity, to be honest. Yeah. I need Thane. Always leave Garrus alone. Let's do Thane. I'm gonna take Morden. Okay. Now I'm probably going to change from energy drain to ammo if I can get that, because now Garrus will have the ammo piercing. And imagine how valuable having armor piercing. I may go do that real quick on the Normandy. But imagine how valuable that would have been in that past mission with all those robots that I couldn't hack because they still had armor. You have to get through the armor before you can hack them. So, yeah. Neuroshock. Yeah. Shredder ammo is so good too. It doesn't work great for synthetics, but shredder ammo is amazing. Yeah. Let's go back to the Normandy. I want to see if I can't
According to CSEC reports,
change it to armor.
Harkin was taken into custody and charges are pending. Also, according to CSEC, a drill recently passed through customs. The CSEC office may have more information.
Okay, we know that. Only thing we didn't know was about Harkin.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Damn it, Kelly. Guardian Angels. Detective Anaya. I'm not completely sure that this will get to you, but thanks again for helping me deal with Samara, the Eclipse Marks. I've already read this. Or maybe I missed one. Okay. Anyway. No big deal. No big deal. Let's go behind. Sniper rifle damage, which I don't have, but it's okay. Still gonna add it because when Garrus defaults to a sniper, at least it'll be a little bit more effective. Retrain powers. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Advanced training. This is what I meant to do. Crap. Yeah, there it is. Armor piercing ammo. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. It's fine. It's fine. I just do this again. Does not hurt anything. I don't have to worry about Paragon or Renegade, but let's take a look here. Less health. See, that's what I'm saying. There's no difference here. This one gives me plus 20% health and 100% Paragon Renegade. This one, oh, the difference is power damage versus power duration. I think I want duration because I use incineration a lot and hack. So, yeah, I think I'll go with that. Plus, it gives me more health. All right. Let's go here. Yeah. Here. I want my combat drone. Yeah. I'm going to do this one. I had a attack drone before, but now I want that one. Okay, we're gonna do, so this one, I think I'm gonna go all the way. Yep. I'm gonna make this on easy mode for us. I'm going to do this one. No. Yes. This is the first time I haven't gone full blast incinerate before everything else, but I think this is going to be good for the insanity playthrough going forward. Overload is great, but I don't need that all the way. Incinerate is great, but I don't need it all the way. Drone is amazing. The AI hacking is almost at full. And if we do Overlord, I'm going to be living off of that. Ooh, like that build. Save. Right. Let's go. Let's go. We have piercing ammo now. Yay. I don't know, you were streaming, Com?
No messages for you, Commander.
We're blaming our tools. I am the tool here. My wall is nothing but tool band stuff. This little, right here, you can't see it too well, but let me go to my, see if I can't show you in my cam. Right here, that was one of the first pieces of art that Tool used in some of their concerts, and the guy, the artist, they're still good friends with. He makes it every once in a while, and I was able to grab a rare piece, and that's not his true color, but it does glow. So I have my black light on, so I have like my tool art. This is a Pussifer. Right here, this demoness girl behind me. Can't see her too well. Right here. It's out of a New Orleans concert. It's very rare, but the artist, I know him a little bit, and he had an artist proof, and he sent me one of them. So, but yeah, speaking of tools, I have a lot of tool stuff. Yeah, Legion was blaming his tools, meaning you and me. Entirely understandable. No, we can only apologize. Hardly. Yeah, no, I was blaming the scene that we had with the game sometimes. Well, yeah, I was doing one of those hacks, and I had to match the image that it wanted, and it kept locking it behind those X'd out areas. I couldn't access it. So I was like, that pissed me off. I said, the tools they give us to get this done is questionable at best. But yeah. All right, let's go to the Citadel. Let's finish up Thane's thing, and then we'll do Samara's. And yeah. Let's do Morden. Do we really need Morden here? Yeah, let's bring Morden. I didn't think I'd like this build, but I really like it now. I'm gonna be excited to see how it works. Shepherd, Tempest, Carnifex. Let's change that to the Phalanx. Thane is using the right stuff. Good. Please say New Orleans again. Sounds great. Yes, New Orleans.
And charges are pending.
I don't say New
Also,
Orleans.
A drill recently passed through customs. The CSEC office may have more information.
Now, in Louisiana, which I'm not too far away from, they do say Nolans. But I don't. I say New Orleans. But I get it. There's a lot of people in America that might say New Orleans. I can't say it. It's too hard. New Orleans. Yep. I wonder if I can't get a close-up of that picture so you can see it better. I'm going to move. I'm going to go here. And we're going to see if we can. It's going to be kind of hard to see, But yeah, she's a kind of a half, well, she's fully naked demoness. And there's these luchadors at the on the each side of her. They have their masks on. Yeah. But yeah, that's a Pussifer concert poster. But it wasn't, that's not one from the concert. It's just an artist proof of it. Like I said, the guy who's the artist, I kind of know him a little bit. And oops. There, I have like a little day bed in here. I need to remove some stuff here in this room. Move this back to where it was. There we go. All right, let's go back to Mass Effect. Enough distraction. Yep. When I was visiting Houston, I met someone from New Orleans, and she definitely said, Nolans? Yeah. Well, there's a lot of stuff in Houston that, so in Texas is very Texas, right? We don't really, we clearly have a lot of influence from other places, but we don't really claim that. So when we have like, Mardi Gras, for instance, we don't have a Mardi Gras. We have a different one that's in Galveston every year, but it's not Mardi Gras. It's something else, and it's kind of fun, but it's clearly influenced from it. But there's a lot of Cajun restaurants in Houston. There's a chain owned by Landry's, and Landry's owns a lot of stuff now, but Landry's is based out of Houston. But in Houston, there's a Cajun, really nice Cajun restaurant. I hate to call them a chain, but they are. But they're mainly only out of Houston, and I think there might be one or two in Dallas. I think one in Austin, one or two in San Antonio. Mainly out of Houston, though. It's big, very popular. It's called Papados, and it's a whole Papa's restaurant. You have a Papa's barbecue. You have Papacitos, which is Mexican restaurant, Mexican Tex-Mex cantina style. Very good though. But Papados is one of my favorite. I'm going to tell you a little quick story about Papados. Little Legion lore. So my wife was working as a waitress very briefly for Papados before we got married, and it's just something she wanted to do, you know. She did that, but it was a very nice restaurant, so it wasn't like her tips were like really good, and I would pick her up. And at the time, I had a '66 Mustang, and in my '66 Mustang, you know, it was, to me, it was just my school car, because I was going to school, and you know, it wasn't like it was my like relax and head out on the road car. It was my car. I had a 73 Mustang and a 66, and the 73 was always needing work. So I drove the 66 a lot. And one of the main managers for that restaurant, and you got to understand, like I said, it's a big restaurant, big chain. Landry's owns just about everything out there that you can think of now. But at the time, they were still growing. And so managers for them were, you know, went on to other things within the company. And this guy, he was like, man, I love your car. I want to buy your car. I'm like, can't sell my car. That's my transportation, you know? And I would go and pick up my wife, and he would say, here, let me get you some appetizers, what do you want? You know, or maybe a dinner. What do you want? Because he really wanted to buy my car. I'm like, look, I'll accept your hospitality, but I am not selling my car. I can't. This is my car. Plus, I love it. You know, it's my 66. And I had a 350 engine in it. I had dual exhaust. I had dual exhaust installed. Anyway, it was a clean car. And he would ask me what I want, and I would always order the crab fingers, and it's these blue crab fingers. You know, they have the crab fingers. They're claws, and they made them traditionally fried. And I don't like fried foods a lot. You know, I still to this day don't eat a ton of fried foods. So I said, you know what? I asked, it was a real slow afternoon, and the chef, I saw him back there. I said, can I talk to the chef real quick? And this is how I am, just how I am in public. I get I'm not afraid to, talk to people. And the chef comes back. He's like, what's up? He's like, I got a question. Have you ever made sauteed crab fingers? He says, yeah, I know of it. But it's not really a menu thing. And I said, well, I strongly recommend, because the way I said, you just butter them up and saute them, He's like, that's a good idea. And he would make them for me. So when he would see me and come in and whatever, he'd just fire them up and get them to me. And that is now a menu item. That is actually how they make it now. They didn't make it like that before. And I can credit myself for this. And even if it's not true, I will credit myself for it, because it is a great menu item. And for an area that's known for fried foods and this and that and whatnot, it kind of stands out, but it is the superior way of making it. And it is absolutely delicious. Now, I never sold that Mustang to him, but that's how that story kind of got started. Because you order crab fingers at Papa Do's. I'm pretty sure you can request it fried, but they actually prepare it and served and described as sauteed. So excellent dish. Let's see how.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Right, heavy pistol damage. Offhand ammo pack. Oh, this is our armor. This incisor is really good for someone like Garrus. The hiccups. Submachine gun damage. Heavy pistol. Sniper rifle damage. Damn. Almost need this. I'm going to get this one for sure. It's pretty cheap. But heavy pistol damage, I really think... Oh, you know what? We need to go get that tech damage one. Let me go get that real quick first. Let me forget where that... I know that's downstairs. Let me do that first, and then we'll do this mission, because I don't know if I'm coming back this way anytime soon. But I think that might be 66,000. But tech damage, that is forever. So we want to take that when we can. She was working as a waitress at a cocktail bar when she... No, it wasn't a cocktail bar. It was a really nice restaurant. Like I said, and she's not the type that I would ever think that would ever say, you know what, I want to go work at a restaurant. Not because it's just, you got to know her. It's just customer service. I wouldn't say is, she's pleasant to be around, but she's almost too pleasant. Like a lot of people would say, hey, look, I need this, I need this, I need that. And she would just, do whatever she's got to do to help accommodate. So she doesn't really know her limits very well.
This is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Crap, it's 75,000, so I'm gonna have to wait. I really do prefer to have the tech damage over any of that other stuff. I'd rather have it all, but yeah. So for her to become a waitress at a really, really nice place, that was kind of like the offset of it, is that, she was real helpful and accommodating, but at least it wasn't like a bunch of people that were going to be jerks all the time, So.
Do you think we could get into the Presidium if we went along?
It's definitely one thing I really enjoyed when I went there was that you can get crawfish at a lot of different places, and some places will definitely overcharge you for it. But that place consistently made really good crawfish, and their prices were a little bit higher. But it was also, they always sold it as unlimited, so they would bring you a huge ass tray, and you could almost split it almost as a family. And when you get done with that, they bring you another one, so you'd get a lot for what you paid for.
Yeah, I can get that. Oh, yeah, sure. I can get you 2 cases by the end of the day.
You mouse?
What are you...
You
oh,
mouse.
shit. Krios. I thought you were retired. Commander Shepard? I thought you died. What do you want with me?
Be still, Mouse. You can change your pants in a moment.
How do you know Thane?
Krios? He didn't... If he didn't say nothing, I ain't either.
When we heard the name, I didn't think it could be the same Mouse. He was a contact on the Citadel when I was active. He and some other children would gather information on my targets.
You put children in danger to spy for you?
Children, the poor. My people's word for their kind is Dralafa, the ignored. They're everywhere, see everything, yet they are never seen. You gave another Drell instructions for an assassination. Who's the target?
I don't know. I didn't ask. Because the people I work for, they can make me disappear. I'd like to help you, Krios. You always done right by us, but I ain't gonna die for you.
So, again, the thing about Thane is that the light that, you know, the game's not trying to portray him as a super nice guy. It's actually, Shepard's actually calling out Thane for, like, why would you exploit the children like this for this? It's like, they're in a position where they are completely ignored. They don't have any money. They don't have funds, and nobody is assisting them. They are just in places, and I'm asking for information. And that's really all that's happening, because even Mouse himself is saying, you've always done right by us. So he's never asked them to do anything else that would put them in danger. He's simply saying, well, if you were there and you saw something, maybe, you know, I can award you with something to give me that information. But nobody is using them because they're not considered important enough to have information that can be accredited or valued.
Look, you know Thane. He wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. Do it for him.
I want to. He was always nice to us. But these people ain't nice, Krios.
Nobody's gonna know you talked to us.
Mouse, I swear that you won't be named.
All right. He came with that hollow you took of me. Said he wanted a job. I ran through your old contacts to see who might give him a shot. The guy who offered was Elias Kellum.
One other thing. That Shepard VI you're selling?
Oh shit, you heard? Look, you were dead. It was totally legal to make a VI of you.
Give me a copy and we'll call it even.
What? I mean, sure, yeah, absolutely. Sorry about the whole... Just so you know, there's 3 Volus who are patching it all the time.
3 Volus who are patching it.
Tell me about Kellum.
Human. Moved to the Citadel about 10 years ago. He was Little People when you were here, Krios. He got big after the Geth attack. Lots of the big guys from before got cacked, all in them big fancy apartments up on the Presidium. Now he runs the rackets on the lower end of the ward, Shin Akiba. He's seriously bad news.
You just saved yourself a world of pain, kid.
Yeah, right. When Kellum finds out what I've done, I won't live long. And I can't do anything about it but hide. Krios, you got any kindness for me? Put a bullet in Kellum before you go.
That couldn't have been easy.
Mouse knew more about my life than Kolyat ever did. He smiles up at me, broken teeth and scabby knees, bare feet black, a dead-end future looking up at me, worshipping the petty gifts I offer. I was the only good thing he had back then, but I left him as I left Kolyat.
Mouse said you had a hollow of him.
Yes. A foolish bit of sentimentality. I can perfectly recall every moment I spent with Mouse. He pulls at my arm, smiles. He wants to know that I'll remember him, that anyone will remember him. I take the hollow. He smiles at himself in miniature on my palm. Then a frown crinkles his brow. He pats my pockets, checking for other hollows. Where's your son, Krios? He asks.
Don't blame yourself.
If I don't, who will? We must carry the weight of our decisions, Shepard. You, of all people, know this.
He says this
Let's head
over
back to
and
Bailey.
over. Because he's carrying the burden. Doesn't matter what you tell him. You can blame him for it and he'll agree. If you say he shouldn't worry about it, he says, no, I choose to carry this burden.
Do you have any
He's
games
not
you'd
asking
like to
for
trade
forgiveness,
in?
though.
You get 2 credits toward a new game.
All right, let's see y'all. Let's, yeah. I don't think there's... Who do we give that? Oh, yeah, the fake ideas goes to, I think the, to Asari. Hold on. Is this it? It's the warehouse. There you go, right above. Oh. I don't think he's got anything to say.
Greetings, Earth-clad.
No.
You will find many excellent ships for sale here. Only slightly used, yes.
Okay. Let's go up here. Yeah, nothing there. Maybe it's in my journal. Find someone who might make use of the forged ID. I don't remember who that's for. I don't remember.
Yes?
Can we talk about my associate's son?
You talked to Mouse? Did you get the name of the guy he's working with?
Elias Kellum.
Kellum. Shit. Look, this is awkward. Kellum and I have an agreement. He doesn't cause too much trouble and buys tickets to the CSEC charity ball from me. In return, I ignore him.
Will you still help us?
I'll get some of my people to bring him in and set him up in a private room. You can interrogate him yourself. I'll stay out of sight, and if I'm lucky, Kellum will believe that I had nothing to do with it.
So, you know, that's the thing, is that I don't think Bailey was doing anything really, you know, shady here. He's selling them tickets to the ball, which is one of those things that, being somewhat in that world myself, you get various sponsors or other influential people to buy your thing so that you can, you know, like, let's say you're having this charity thing that you're raising for money for, I don't know, for kids. Like, that's what I do. We raise this money for kids and for people with disabilities who can't, who have mobile disabilities, I should say, mobility issues. And in turn, you know, we give them free sponsors in our literature, or, you know, we direct people who may be asking about certain services in the area. We say that's a good, reputable, or whatever we want to say, quality company. You know, it's kind of like scratch my back, I'll scratch yours type thing. So I can totally understand. There's nothing shady here necessarily. But he did preface this by saying, as long as Elias didn't do anything wrong or stayed out of trouble, then he would just turn the other ear, because whatever he's going to be doing in, you know, his daily activities may be a little shady, but Bailey stays out of that, you see. So it's definitely not objective. But like I said, he did say that as long as Elias keeps his nose clean, then he wouldn't look that way. He wouldn't like directly target saying, "Oh, there's a lot of rumors that Elias is doing stuff." He wouldn't get involved in that. He was like, you know.
Bring him in. We might not have much time.
I'll make it happen. Wait here.
I still think Thane should have done a better job to communicate that they were ever in danger.
We've got Callum.
You mean,
Tell Bailey we're ready.
You mean Mouse?
He'll expect
Well,
me
they're
to
in
get him out
danger
of
just
this.
by existing.
Not today, I think.
Captain, his lawyer's here. Bet Elias has his VI set to page him if CSEC gets within 10 meters.
I'll stall him. Get in there and work fast.
Yeah, their existence puts them in danger. So
We should question them together.
He's
Keep the pressure
not
on.
rescuing them.
Thoughts on how we approach it?
He's just buying their information. More or less like an information broker, but with the personal touch of, giving the kids what they think they want in a situation where they could not acquire it themselves. Who knows what that would be, food or distraction. Let's say Thane got him an Xbox. Thane got him an Xbox and a way to be able to play it. But, for the kid, that he couldn't have gotten that on his own. It would have been impossible. But because he sold him the information, but Thane did not put him in those situations. He's in those situations. He lives in that world. Thane is just simply acquiring that information from them, whereas they would not ordinarily they have no reason to trust everybody else because they're going to be super manipulative. But again, that's not what Thane has ever done. And even Mouse agrees he's never been manipulated by Thane. Yeah, it's kind of explained better later, but in the moment, would have been satisfied with his initial response. Yeah.
I plan to improvise. No plan survives contact with the enemy anyway.
I suppose that's true. I won't interfere then. This will be difficult. If we're too gentle with him, his advocate will get past Bailey. If we're too rough, well, we need him alive.
One way or the other, he'll tell us what we need to know.
I wish I felt your confidence.
I always intended to do some kind of
Get me out of these
write down the
restraints,
guide
Bailey.
for this.
Pretty funny bringing me down here like this.
Because there's clearly
The hell are
options
you
you
two?
have when you're Renegade or Paragon. And if you have access to both, there's a way to do this. But there's enough variables that make this tricky enough to feel satisfied with how you did it. See, right there, I'm a Spectre, start talking. That would have been great. If we had that unlocked, that would have been wonderful.
Bailey has nothing to do with this. We just want a few answers. Off the record.
Off the record in a CSEC interrogation room? Sure.
You hired an assassin. Who do you want dead?
I want to see my advocate. You two are in way over your head.
Pay attention, Mr. Callum.
That wasn't a good idea, kid. That is gonna cost you. Hit me again, asshole. Every punch is another credit in my pocket.
Works for me.
No! Do you know what I'll do to you when I get out of here?
Keep it up, tough guy. You'll leave in a bag.
Go to hell.
Ease up. He's no use to us dead.
Are we done here? Because I got people to see. Like the guy who's gonna sue your ass for assault.
How about this? You tell us the target, you never see us again. And Bailey drops his price 50%.
Yeah? Can I get that in writing?
I don't think either of us want this in writing.
Alright. I ain't going to jail for the tadpole. And I do love a bargain. Joram Talid, Turian running for office on the Zakira ward. He messes with legitimate businessmen. I'm gonna stop it.
Where and when?
His apartment, the 800 blocks. You better hurry.
What's going on here? Get away from my client.
You played me.
If you'll excuse us, we have an assassination to stop.
Wait, you got what you wanted. Who ratted me out?
I guess you have something to think about while you're in here, huh?
I'll find out. And once I have a name...
Elias, as your legal advocate, I advise you to shut the hell up.
Where were you 5 minutes ago?
Held up in traffic.
What's the story? Why'd Kellum hire the boy?
Assassination. A Turian named Joram Talid. You know him?
Joram? Yeah. You might have seen his posters around. He's promising to end organized crime on the ward. Thing is, his message is all mixed up in race politics. He's anti-human.
Anti-human? You mean there's an actual politician that's anti-human despite all the humans everywhere saying how much they don't like aliens? The audacity.
Are things so bad that people can openly campaign as anti-human?
Before the Battle of the Citadel, the alien population thought we were violent upstarts. Look what's happened since then. A human fleet guarding the station for months. C-Sec filled with humans. Anderson does what he can, but some people have lived on the station since before humans had starships. They see it as a coup.
If a majority votes for him, like it or not, that's how the system works.
Okay.
That's a nice ideal, Shepard. Sergeant, get a patrol car. These two need to get to the 800 blocks.
Yes, sir.
We're almost kind of living in that situation. You know? Democracy works. The public has spoken.
There he is. How do you want to play this?
Follow to lead on the maintenance catwalks. Tell me what he's doing. The Krogan bodyguard will make him easy to follow.
Where will you be?
The darkest corner with the best view. Amon Kira, Lord of Hunters. Grant that my hands be steady, my aim be true, and my feet swift. And should the worst come to pass, grant me forgiveness.
The first time I've ever played this game, this stressed me the hell out.
It's been wonderful talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on Election Day.
You can count on it.
Show the humans they won't get their way. Ha! Thanks. Just remember, it's not...
I'm on him, Thane. He's talking to some voters.
Understood.
You're in position?
Yes.
It's been wonderful talking with you all.
don't
I hope
like
you'll come
this
out
quest.
on Election Day.
There's a better way of doing this quest. There's not very many people I know that do like this quest.
Have you got him?
Looks like he's talking to another voter.
Any sign of call yet?
I think it's a good
No.
idea.
I'm moving to another position.
Just not executed very
It's
well.
been wonderful talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on Election Day.
I do like the fact that there's not much you got to do. It's not like we got to fight like 20 guys to
No problem so far.
get to an area. You know, timed or something, just to show up right here.
Do you have the target?
Hello? We kind of got buggy there. We gotta wait on this.
I'm almost in position. He's letting the bodyguard do all the work. That lets him deny involvement.
But without all this, Mass Effect 3's DLC for the Citadel wouldn't probably be as good because they got to experiment with, you know, this type of mission where you're, you know, above, below, and you know, there's layers to the Citadel. You know, it definitely was probably influential. So now he's running for some reason.
I'm following. No problem so far. What's he doing? I don't have a good angle. What's he doing?
One of his guards is talking to the bartender. Looks like a shakedown.
I'm relocating to the next room. Let me know target in sight.
How did I lose him? Oh, he's right there.
Where is he now?
Yes, sir.
He's meeting a couple of mercenaries. Looks like the same group his bodyguard comes from.
He looks nervous. Could be he's noticed you.
Maybe he saw Kolyat in here somewhere.
Also a possibility. There are obstructions ahead. I'll try to go around.
Yeah, I think it would have been more interesting to make a bunch of stuff go wrong for Kolyat inconspicuously so he realizes he doesn't have Thane's training. That'd have been amazing. Yeah, I mean, something that gives us more information about Kolyat himself. The difference that you can see between Thane, the professional, who can kill at will, versus Kolyat. Yeah, that would have been incredible.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing back here?
I'm with the Citadel Health and Safety. We've had vermin reports in storage areas around here.
What?
What?
You can't be serious. How did you get in here?
If I didn't have authorization, how did I get in? You see any other doors?
There's the keeper. Never mind. Just go on through, okay?
Thanks.
Yeah. Just don't let my boss see you.
Stay close, Shepard.
Okay. But I do like the fact that it's super simple. Samara, same thing. And we're kind of like really moving the story.
Kolyat!
I'll cease it now!
Thane.
I saw.
He's heading to Talid's apartment.
Like that little cutscene, everything in between we could have had instead of that follow the guy.
Kolyat.
This is a joke. Now you show up.
Help me, Drell. I'll do whatever you want.
C-Sec, put the gun down, son.
Get out of my way. I'm walking out. He's coming with me.
They'll have snipers outside.
I don't need your help. What the hell?
I don't need your...
Talid, get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I will.
Take the boy into custody.
You son of a bitch!
Thane came hundreds of light years to talk to you. C-Sec can give you 5 minutes, can't they?
You're angry because I wasn't there when your mother died.
You weren't there when she was alive. Why should you be there when she died?
Your mother. They killed her to get to me. It was my fault.
What?
After her body was given to the Deep, I went to find them. The Triggermen, the ringleaders. I hurt them. Eventually killed them. When I went back to see you, you were... older. I should have stayed with you.
I guess it's too bad for me you waited so long, huh?
Kolyat, I've taken many bad things out of the world. You're the only good thing I ever added to it.
This isn't a conversation you should have in front of strangers. Boys, take Kolyat and his father back to the precinct. Give them a room and as much time as they need.
Yeah, don't call him a son of a bitch, Legion. His dad's right there. If you romance Thane, then it kind of like helps. You know? You son of a bitch. I'm your new mommy. Call me mother. Your father is very upset with you.
I'm surprised you're letting him do that.
You think he's the only man who ever screwed up raising a son? I have to get back to the precinct. Come on, I'll give you a lift.
My son has to go to a wedding in an hour. Somebody he went to high school with. was on the swim team and all that. So, you know, my son got done with school and he's been here at the house and he's like, I gotta go to a wedding. Okay, as long as it's not yours, we're good.
They've been in there a while.
The kid's been through a lot. I ran some searches in the CSEC archive. About 10 years back, a bunch of real bad people were killed. Like someone was cleaning house. The prime suspect
Bunch of
was a
real
girl.
bad people were taken out.
We never caught him.
Yeah. Nope. Nobody ever at any time comes back to say, yeah, a few years back this drill went crazy and killed a bunch of people, that a few innocents too, and this and that, blah blah blah. It's never that. It's always, yep, this one drill, he came through, killed a bunch of people. A lot of people praised that. We don't know who did it.
10 years is a long time. Whoever was responsible for that probably doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, I guess you're right about that.
How'd it go?
Our problems, they aren't something I can fix with a few words. We'll keep talking, see what happens.
Your boy shot some people. No one I feel sympathy for, but there it is.
Again. Nobody I feel sorry for. But there it is. Again, you know, so he's doing justice. But, you know, I could argue that, obviously, Copium's not killing anybody that's done anything that requires a hit, man. I mean, yeah, he's anti-human. Yeah, the people that want him dead are doing it for selfish reasons, but that is definitely not what Thane does. Thane takes on contracts that, you know, people are dying because of these people. They're already dying. So there's, they've manipulated the situation so much so that they're untouchable, so they think. And that's not what Copium was doing. He was simply taking on a contract for, you know, for the money. Just found 2 more boxes of computer stuff I need to sort through. Haven't seen disassemble, and I haven't even disassembled my 2 PCs. You know, there you go. Just donate it. Donate it all, Banana. Just donate it, and then you're gonna, you know, travel light. Yeah. And then Banana will be on his $8,000 gaming rig, and just playing all the quadruple A games that come out, so you don't have to.
I watched those guys shaking down businesses and threatening humans.
But he can't just get away with it.
Kid wants to make a difference. Give him community service.
Community service for attempted murder? What jury would agree to that?
None that I've seen. This would need to stay out of the judiciary. Strictly within CSEC.
Interesting. I'll think about it.
Thank you, Captain.
Yeah, my U of H Cougars are going to be fighting the Arizona somebodies for the Big 12 Conference Championship, which is not a big deal because the Cougars are ranked number 2 in the nation, so they're going to be making the NCAA tournament. But I get concerned about games like that because Arizona absolutely needs to win for them to show up in the tournament. And they're unranked. But those are the type of games where they throw everything at you and you don't have anything really to gain. And so they are very aggressive. They don't care about fouls. They care about winning. And they know that you are trying to play more of a conservative battle. So it's always those type of games that I'm worried that some, good players will get injured, and then you don't really get a good team going into the tournament, even though you're ranked number 2. This happened to them last year. U of H was, I think, ranked 1 or 3 overall, and they were doing just fine, but they were just riddled with injuries, tons of injuries. By the time they got to the Sweet 16, they just could not keep up. They had an excellent team. The last 2-3 years they've had an excellent team, so I'm rooting for them. But they play in about an hour and a half from right now, so I may be stopping what we're doing just so that I can kind of focus on that. I'm gonna go see if I can't get that. I don't know who to sell these forged ID things to. I gotta maybe look that up real quick too, because I don't want to leave the Citadel and leave that. Oh, here it is.
I can't believe these humans. No fly lists? What have they turned this place into?
I overheard you talking. Having a problem?
It's a private matter.
Give me a chance, I might be able to help.
I don't see why you would. Since your kind gained a seat on the council, they've taken over CSEC customs. There are hundreds of new security checks and travel restrictions. We've been flagged as a potential risk for Geth infiltration. They won't let us board a ship back to Asari space.
Why would they consider you a risk? You're obviously not Geth.
I don't know. They wouldn't tell us. We got on a list somewhere for some reason, and they won't tell us anything because it's classified.
Who won't let you board a ship?
I don't know who made the decision. Some pencil pusher at the shuttle port told us. The one outside the CSEC station?
I'll see if I can get it sorted out.
I'm not holding my breath.
I thought that was the fake ID one.
Yes?
I should be going.
You need anything else, let me know.
There's so much about these like little side quests I don't remember. Anyway, we're gonna go back and see if we have enough money now to buy that tech damage upgrade. And then I'll worry about the other stuff later. I might even just do it off stream. Because I just want to focus on the main mission. I don't want to keep looking for, this quest or that quest or whatever. All right. Saronis Applications.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store in the Citadel.
There it is, tech damage. Yeah, now we have enough money. Nice. All right.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
I think we're good here. Yeah, nothing. 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 Okay, so let's go up here. So 28, we'll start from the top and work down. See if there's anybody I can turn this into. And it'll be obvious when I do because I just don't remember some of the side stuff. Let's see here. Maybe it was in the bar. We already talked to her. Here's the groundskeeper. I thought I had done this one.
I noticed you're one of the groundskeepers for the Presidium. Do you know if there are fish in the lakes?
I get that question a lot. I think it's right behind where's the restroom. Those are reservoirs, the Presidium's own supply, independent from the water storage tanks in the wards. The only place I know of on the station to get a live fish is Delea Sonesi's gift shop.
When I pour a glass of water, it's the same stuff tourists throw garbage in.
No, they purify it first. If some Solarian or human bacteria gets left in, and a Turian or Quarian drinks it, they could die. Everything would be so much simpler if we all had the same DNA. But no, the universe loves diversity.
I noticed you're one of the groundskeepers.
The only place I know of on the
Where is
station.
that gift shop?
In the market downstairs from the bar. Delea sells aquariums. Fish are the largest pets most station residents can get a permit for.
BioWare has this thing
Thanks
about
for your
pets
No
and
problem.
their sizes.
If you get up to the Presidium, check out the DeMaio flowers across from the conduit. They're coming in very nicely.
He's talking about the flowers. Yeah, what's the name? The Baldur's Gate. There's only so much. Like you can only have forget this dog-sized pet, and then even then you have to get a license for it. Yeah, we're dancing. This is the calm dance. I like to refer to this as the calm dance. Well, clearly he did not need a fake ID, but we figured out the fish one.
You know what's good?
Need a fake
Alliance
ID.
Corsair. The battles are pretty realistic, but it's still fun. And you can install it on an Omni tool.
We need to go downstairs. Don't think there would be anybody inside here.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Can't afford nothing here. But you know what? I might get this rifle because I do like these. If it's not for me. For me, I don't like these, but for like Garrus, that would be a good rifle. The Incisor. It's one of those that shoots fast but pretty accurate. So maybe we'll do that. Fish.
What do you want?
I talked to one of the Presidium groundskeepers. He said there aren't any fish in the lakes.
What? I told you. Why have all that water if you're not going to store something to eat in it? I don't understand aliens at all. Thanks for telling me. It's all he's talked about all damn day.
Okay.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Telling you about the fish and where to get them is right here. It kind of like guiding you back to this location here. So, who would want a fake ID? Still don't know.
I hear this is the best place for food on Zakera Ward.
You heard wrong. This is the best place for food on the whole damn Citadel.
I'm gonna have to look it up because I don't remember.
So?
Oh, look at that. I was right. It was her.
Good news. I found you some new transit IDs.
How did you get those?
If you don't want them, I could just take them back.
No, I'll take them. With thanks. We should get ready to leave. There should be another ship heading to Thessia tomorrow.
I kind of wonder if one of those was this. No, it can't be. In Mass Effect 3, there's this one Asari who has PTSD from an attack. Don't think that's the same one at all, though. That would be kind of interesting, the same arc for the one of them saying that she came back but obviously regrets it. Okay, so I think we're good. Ilium, the lost. I forgot to turn that in. That's the lady at the very beginning when you first get to Ilium. She's at the balcony just before we go to Liara. So I'll just hold on to it till we go talk to Liara again. The N7 Blue Suns, I'll definitely do that off stream. That's that, I think, the beacon one or whatever it is. I think this is the last one. Stop Blue Suns attack. I think this is the last thing we need to do. The distress stuff. Disable the false distress signal. Omega. Arya, ruler wants to see. Oh yeah. So when we go back to Omega, we can show that to her. And then Samara. So basically, we can do Samara and do that real quick thing for Omega. And then we can probably call it, because these are super simple. All right, I just wanted to make sure that we weren't leaving anything here. I like to buy some more stuff, but yeah, I don't have the money. Let's go back to the Normandy. And then we're almost home free. We can go do the Reaper IFF shortly thereafter, unless we do the Overlord and things like that, you know? Kelly? You didn't say anything, Kelly, so I'm assuming there's nothing that you need me to go do, okay? There we go. Nice. Kelly? I'm standing right here, Kelly, so don't tell me that there's something I gotta go do after standing here for like 30 seconds. Okay. Okay. All right, let's go. Over here. Let's go to Omega. Yeah, because we've only been streaming a little under 3 hours. We're good. For me, it's not an energy thing. Sometimes I just get drained, but you know, I don't want playing Mass Effect to also be like this chore either, you know. Usually one of these that if I'm playing on my own, I can skip all the dialogue. I'm really just getting to the parts that are interesting to me and, you know, the combat and whatnot. But yeah. Yeah, we'll try that on Thane. I don't typically change the looks of everybody. Do this, and then we'll do Miranda. Because I'm wondering if that associate that she knows of is there, or may have already done his quest. We'll see. Yeah, I'm holding on to this because I want Reeve. I don't care about Pool. Miranda, Tempest. Yeah, we're good.
The daily death count on Omega is too high for me to pinpoint an Ardat Yakshi's location. However, given the reputation of Ardat Yakshi among the Asari, Arya T'Loak may have tracked her movements.
Thank you.
Yeah, these two. Yeah, I thought I had done his thing already.
Which one? Miranda Lawson. I thought that might be you.
Hello, Ish. Long time no see.
I take it you've met each other before?
Jacob and I worked a mission with Ish a few years back. He helped us with some information.
One of my finer moments, I'd say.
Is this gonna be a problem?
I've worked with Ish a few times. He's a coward and a liar, but he's useful enough.
You need something?
Well, if you'd be so kind, I hoped you might consider
A proposition. I need skilled, trustworthy people to take care of a little business for me. Nothing illegal, of course, but it's paying work.
I'm listening.
I'm in the information business, specifically the buying and selling of privileged material. It's nothing illicit. I just need someone to pick up packages in certain locations and bring them to me here.
What's your angle?
No angle. I'm a simple businessman. What do you say?
I can do that.
My contacts use specific drop points. I need you to look outside Merib's shop on the Citadel and inside Eternity on Ilium. Look around for anything that might hold a data package and bring those packages to me. Good seeing you again, Miranda.
All right, let's go talk to Arya, and we'll get some information about an Ardak Yakshu too.
Arya has a job she needs doing. You up for some work?
That depends on what Arya has in mind.
Arya's gotten word that some blood-packed mercs plan to kill an old acquaintance of hers, a Krogan named Patriarch. She'd like you to keep that from happening.
What's the Blood Pack's problem with Patriarch?
If you've met Patriarch, you know. He can't keep his damn mouth shut. Some people don't appreciate his stories, especially when he dips into non-fiction.
What's Arya's interest in protecting him?
Patriarch was one of her deadliest enemies back in the old days. Now she keeps what's left of him around as a trophy. As long as he lives, he's a perfect example of what happens when you go up against Arya.
Why come to me? Arya's usual muscle not up for the job?
Because Arya said so. What other reason do you need?
People like Arya don't do things without a damn good reason. I want to hear it.
Fine, but I didn't tell you this. Got me? If it gets out that Arya's protecting Patriarch, well, that can look like a weakness. And some people might want to exploit that. You're not on her payroll, so you helping Patriarch just seems like a random act of kindness.
I'll look into it.
Good. Patriarch's downstairs, likely surrounded by his fans. Get him into hiding until the mercs move on. Come back here when it's done, and you'll get your due.
I'll be back when the job's done.
Good luck.
So we'll probably do that real quick because it's kind of two birds with one stone before we talk to Arya. Helena Blake. I don't know why I like doing this mission in Mass Effect 1. I just do.
Commander Shepard? Is that you? I'd heard you were dead. I'm Helena Blake. We met a few years ago. I don't expect you'd remember. You removed 2 criminal warlords from power and persuaded me to retire. I'll never forget it.
What brings you to Omega?
What brings anyone to Omega? Opportunity, success, failure, all of the above. I find this place suits me. I can bring it a certain air of civility, I suppose.
And now you're on Omega. Once a criminal, always a criminal, eh?
Oh no, Commander. I retired. I know better than to go back on my word with you. You convinced me to turn my life around. I'm a social worker now, believe it or not.
That seems like a hopeless job in a place like this.
Quite the opposite, actually. This place needs it more than most. Doing the good work in a place like this requires that one understand how things truly work, which makes me uniquely qualified.
That's more noble than I expected.
Noble? No. It's just that someone came along a few years ago and made me see the error of my ways. You convinced me that I could use my contacts and skills for things other than smuggling and exploitation. I thank you for that.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're keeping out of trouble.
Thank you. This is all to your credit, Commander.
I have to go.
Of course. You must have more important things to do.
Yeah, it would have been a really interesting arc if Helena was in Mass Effect 3. Like I said, I don't remember if she is. I don't think so, though. But some kind of arc with her. I think I've done this too. No, I haven't. Yeah, there's a lot I haven't done.
Shepard, are you alright?
What's going on here?
You ought to be all right. Just take her easy. Looks like you broke the first rule of Omega. Don't order a drink at Afterlife if you're human.
Humans aren't welcome at Afterlife?
It's just that one Batarian bartender. He's got a stick up his ass about a bunch of Batarians that died a while back. No one does a thing about it, though. Humans ain't exactly held in high regard around here.
That bartender tried to poison me?
Tried is the word. As far as I know, you're the first human to survive it.
The
Me and my
first
friend
human
Jake
to
went there to
survive it.
celebrate our new shipping business. He got real drunk, and an hour later he was puking blood.
It's interesting how, like, we're the only human to survive this. We're the only human to survive that. We're the only human to be able to, like, have the Reapers, no, the Protheans' communication through the beacon not kill us. Amazing. It's almost like Shepard's special.
Duly noted. Let's get back to work.
Be careful out there.
You see it over and over and over. Oh yeah, let's see. No. Shotgun damage, we don't have money. Even though he's gone, we don't have the money for it. Alright. We're going back in. We're going back in, boys. Give that bartender a piece of my mind. Oh, damn it. Why did you poison me? You humans are all the same. It's at this point that I regret not having Ashley on our side. Oh, but she is out there, though. She does exist. She is still alive.
The Asari Shaira, more commonly known as the Consort, has declined to name the next race likely to gain council membership. However, she suggested an announcement could come soon.
It's interesting that the Consort is the one who would announce the next race that would get council membership. Why didn't the council announce this? Why is it up to the Consort to do that?
Do I know you? No, you humans all look the same. Here, have a drink on the house.
What do you think these people will do when they find out you're poisoning your customers?
Poisoning what now?
This has nothing to do with you.
Who's next? Turians? You don't like them either, right?
Answer the damn question, Forvan.
You want a piece of me?
Ogren's great.
I'll leave your corpse for the fortune.
This guy, he's great.
Not taking any chances.
There's not enough Orgren. This guy right here, if he was like somehow in Mass Effect 3, I would love that.
Said he had close family. They'll just want revenge. Kill the family first. Then he'll get angry and come at you stupid. And then you kill him. I don't think I know you, human. I'm the Patriarch. Aria's Patriarch. What do you want?
Yeah, I forget all the voices that he does. it's interesting because there's a lot of that he plays very similarly, but then there's enough out there that you're like, I didn't know he did the voice for that, you know?
What do you know about Arya?
A few centuries ago, Omega was
He's
my
Tigger
rock.
from Winnie the Pooh.
When Arya arrived, she had nothing but the clothes on her back. I thought she was another dancer. She killed half my men and convinced the rest that she could run this place better than I did. She came for me here in this bar. We tore this place apart. She crushed one of my hearts, shattered half the bones in my body, and left me alive.
What made her decide to leave you alive?
No, she doesn't destroy what she could use. She said I could have all my old comforts if I served as her advisor. I knew how things worked. I knew who to lean on, who to smack down, who to smile at. And everyone who respected me saw me beaten, broken. They knew that as strong as I'd been, she was stronger.
Rumor has it some people want you dead. Know anything about that?
Well, I could think of a few. I know things. Old secrets, old grudges. A few floors you can dig up to find bodies underneath. And someone who wanted to weaken Arya might come after me. They do it to get to her, you see, not for me. I don't matter enough anymore to have enemies of my own.
Why do they call you Patriarch?
It's like an Asari matriarch, only male. It was Arya's little joke. After she took me down, she let me live. Kept me around as an advisor and a trophy.
A Krogan as old as you must have some great stories.
I killed a lot of people, lived well, and was beaten by a small Asari who keeps me around as an example. My time is done. Anyone I killed is long forgotten. The stories are Arya's now.
Some people want you dead. I've been asked to move you to safety.
Well, of course. Arya wouldn't want me hurt. It would make her look bad. Perhaps Arya's reputation is no longer my concern. Perhaps I will stay. See who thinks me important enough to kill.
Yeah, I kind of wish there was like a little side mission for this guy. You know, if we did have to actually go take out these guys for him, you know, that would have been kind of neat. And that's kind of what I was saying, is that if some of these places were a little bit more on rails, I didn't need all those missions and all those different systems. You know, stay within this lane. I think that would have been much more interesting. But it's fine.
Here's an idea. Let me handle the assassins for you.
And so your name grows, while I remain an old man who lets others fight his battle.
No. You remain a powerful warlord with forces at his command, not just Arya's trophy.
Well, you could be my Trent, fighting for my honor. If you would do this for me, I would be grateful. I might even be a Krogan again.
Yeah, I've always found the Krogan to be a really masterfully done design. You know, they're kind of like they look reptile, but they have a lot of these features that resemble almost a fish. You know, like a shark or something. Yeah, the hump, you know, is almost like one of those forget the name of the fish, but it's not a shark, but it's the kind that has like a large dome. And some of those like prehistoric fishes, you know, the bony fishes that were they didn't have teeth, but they their jaws, as they would close, would sharpen their mouth. that overall like front design very similar. I just think the Krogan are just masterfully done. I would not have been able to imagine making them.
Out of our way, human.
You here for Patriarch?
What if we are? You gonna do something about it?
Patriarch sent us. Said to do whatever it takes.
Your Patriarch's Krant? I wasn't aware the old man had one.
You should have done your homework.
But you can clearly tell, like, there's enough moments in the game that you could have made this a cutscene for various scenes within the game. We didn't need to do this or do that. You know, Thane's quest, for instance. But it's fine. I mean, but this is one that I thought that I wouldn't mind actually going into an extra little side mission to take out some guys and perhaps deliver something that he could maybe use as leverage against Arya later on or something, you know?
You killed them all. And everyone knows that the Patriarch is not to be crossed. Thanks to you, Arya may think of me as more than a trophy. A real advisor, maybe. Or even a threat.
Take care, Patriarch.
For the first time, I like that name. By the way, be careful with Arya. She will approve of what you've done, I think. But not of you altering the balance of Omega. I think it reminds her too much of herself.
Yeah, and I would like to see a little bit more of the Patriarch in Mass Effect 3. The DLC with Arya, definitely would have liked to have seen the inclusion of him there.
Need companionship, but want something more than a one-night arrangement? We're here to help. Katanos
Like, if he was trying to protect Arya and he ends up dying because of it, maybe Arya just sits back a moment and says that she's actually appreciative of him. She didn't just see him as a... Where am I going? I've got completely turned around.
Arya wants to speak with you, Killer. She heard you took on the Blood Pack assassins yourself. I wouldn't keep her waiting. Nothing to see here.
And, I don't think this guy says anything else.
You want to talk?
Yeah.
Talk to Arya.
Just making sure. Time to talk to Arya.
Word has it that Patriarch's Krant took out the men sent here to kill him. Funny, I didn't know he had a Krant. Patriarch has more influence than you thought. I see. Well, maybe I should watch my back then. It's not what I asked, but you got the job done. Do you need something else? This data pad was on one of the mercs going after Archangel. They were coming for you next. Let me see. Interesting. Would someone like to tell me how this information slipped the net?
I'll look into it.
You've done a lot for me, Shepard. Let me return the favor. We're sending your coordinates to a cache on an uncharted world. You want it? It's yours. Can use any help we can get. Whatever you find is yours to deal with. An Asari fugitive is hiding out here. She's an Ardat Yakshi. We need to find her. I knew it. Nothing leaves a body quite so empty as an Ardat Yakshi does.
You haven't taken steps to kill her?
Why would I? She hasn't tried to seduce me. Her last victim was a young girl. Pretty thing. Lived in the tenements near here. That's where I'd start looking. Thanks for the help. Good luck finding her. Better luck catching her.
So before I advanced that conversation, I thought it was asking about a Ardakyashi, but that one said Samara's daughter. I don't think there's a difference in the conversation, though. Let me just double check.
What do you need? An Asari fugitive is hiding out.
I knew it.
You haven't taken steps to kill
her. Last victim was a young girl.
Yeah,
Pretty thing.
Yeah.
Thanks for the help. Good luck finding her.
Yeah. It's the same. Yeah. Okay. Now we go do that. And that's pretty much it.
Everyone wants some of this.
When the game Mass Effect 2 first came out, there was this little, it wasn't, I don't know if it was a bug. I mean, it clearly was, but there was this little glitch that you could exploit.
Come on, let me in.
And when you fought, well, right before you fought, no, you never really fight Samara's daughter. But in the fight with Samara's daughter and Samara, there's a loop there that you could exploit. And if you did this early enough, you could do the Paragon answer and the Renegade answer and just loop it. And that would cause you to have maximum Paragon or maximum Renegade early in the game. So you could do this quest fairly early, exploit that, and then go through the rest of the game and you know, choose whatever dialogue you wanted.
Are you here about my daughter? My nephew died a week ago and no one seems to care. The medics said it was a brain hemorrhage, but that's not true. It was murder. Someone killed my nephew, my baby.
I think she was murdered too, and I'm looking for her killer.
Oh, thank you. It's so hard when no one believes you. I'm all alone now. Are you one of Aria's people?
I'm here to help. Does it matter who sent me?
No one else on this hellhole station gives a damn that my nephew is dead. If you can do something about it, I'll help you however I can.
Did your daughter have a lot of friends?
Not a lot, no. She was shy. Spent most of her time off making her sculptures, not hanging out with friends. Something did change in the last few weeks, though. She started talking about an Asari. Morinth.
I see.
I didn't like her. She kept dragging Neff out to clubs, and I'm pretty sure she gave my daughter drugs.
What kind of a person was this Morinth?
I never met her. But Neff talked about her like she was a queen. You'd swear there was no one else alive when she talked about Morinth.
That sounds familiar.
Samara, does Morinth control her victims with drugs?
She controls them through sheer will. The drugs are just a lifestyle. She loves the club, loves the base. She's a hedonist.
So this Morinth did hurt my daughter? Is she the one that...
I will bring justice to the one that did this.
We swear to you, Neff will rest easy soon.
I hope so. I hope so. My baby.
Did Neff hang out anywhere in particular?
She was always quiet working here at home. Then, a few weeks ago, she started going out all the time to the VIP area of that club down the street. I think you need a password or something to get in there. The change was so sudden. She just seemed tired and distracted when she wasn't around Morinth.
What kind of a girl was your daughter?
My nephew had a fire inside her. She was shy, but she was creative and driven and the best girl a mother could hope for.
She was creative. How so?
She was a sculptor. Several galleries were interested in her. Said her work was fresh.
Did your daughter have a lot of friends?
Not a lot, no. She was shy. Spent most of her time off making her sculptures, not hanging out with friends. Something did change in the last few weeks, though. She started talking about an Asari. Morinth.
I see.
I didn't like her. She kept dragging Neff out to clubs, and I'm pretty sure she gave my daughter drugs.
Do you mind if I examine Neff's room?
I didn't want to disturb anything.
clothes, her art, her sculptures, everything is the way she left it. The way it will always be. My baby is gone. Thank you. I'm sorry. I just miss her so much.
It's okay. We've all suffered loss.
I know what it means to lose a daughter. I will avenge her.
Thank you. Please, if it helps you find her killer, look through her things.
We will be respectful.
Yeah, I've said it.
I'll examine her things.
A dozen times already, but I'll say it again. Those quick times, I hate them. I absolutely despise them. But where I do think it could work is that if you don't have enough Paragon, like let's say to do that Paragon check, you need 50% Paragon. If you have, say, 75%, it lets you finish the dialogue and then choose the Paragon option. Whereas if, let's say, you only have 25% Paragon, you have to capture it at that point. Otherwise, you won't grow it, you see. So I'm at 100%, so I didn't even need that one. So let me hear the rest of the conversation and then choose whether I want to do that or not. I think that would be a much better way of approaching the QuickTime thing.
Neff, I'm sending you this hologram by the Elcor artist Forta. His work is sublime, but don't stare at it too long or you may go mad. I don't want anything bad to happen to you, love. I can't wait to hear what you think of Forta.
Neff made that. A man from some gallery offered me 4 years' salary for it, but I'd never part with it.
I kind of like how the sculpture's not really much of anything at all. Because, I mean, you could probably overthink that with that dialogue. If they just said, hey, look, we need you to just do just kind of a unique art thing so that we can put on the desk for this quest. And somebody just make something. That would have been fine. Because then if you tell them what the dialogue and everything would be, they would be like, oh, man, who knows what this thing would end up looking like. So...
Read the oldest entry.
Hey, diary. Cycle 34, orbit 671. There's a lot to talk about. I dropped Jarut's name, and they let me into the VIP room at Afterlife. I was sure everyone was staring at me. Then the most beautiful Asari starts dancing near me. She moves like water, form and volume, but shifting, changing. I'm in a trance. Then I'm dancing with her. Later, we went for skewers, and I'm supposed to see her again tomorrow.
Read the middle entry.
Cycle 36, orbit 671. Am I a freak? Morinth is a girl like me, and she's definitely not human. Just when we dance and the Hallex is flowing through me, the way she looks at me with a hunger, a longing, no one's ever looked at me like that. We kissed tonight.
Read the newest entry.
Cycle 42, orbit 67. She's going to take me to her apartment tonight. Whatever happens, I want to be with her forever. She can sell my pieces. We can live somewhere glamorous, like the women in Vanya that Vid Morinth likes. How did this happen to me? I'm just dumb trash from Omega.
Close the hollow journal.
This is Morinth's work. She's attracted to artists and creators. Someone with a spark, slightly isolated from their peers. She impresses with sophistication and sex appeal. Then she strikes. The hunt interests her as much as the conquest.
Anyone who successfully hunted sapient beings for 400 years warrants caution.
Morinth speaks to you on many levels. Her body tells yours that she'll bring unimaginable ecstasy. Her scent evokes emotions long hidden. Her eyes promise you things you were always scared to ask of another. Her voice whispers to you after she is done speaking.
She sounds more like a highly evolved killer than a genetic defective.
The condition has been present since my people huddled around fires at night. Perhaps it is symbiotic rather than a defect. Storming her den would be a mistake. She will have 100 escape routes planned. She will go to ground and disappear for 50 years or more. This is the closest I've ever been.
So we have to lure her out.
Exactly. Shepard, you read my mind. Afterlife's VIP section seems her preferred hunting ground. You must go there alone and unarmed.
She'll come after me.
You can draw Morinth out. She'll certainly flee if she catches sight of me, but she won't be able to resist you. You are an artist on the battlefield. You have the vital spark that attracts her. Your power will draw her in.
I'm walking into this place with no gun and no backup?
I will be in the shadows watching, Shepard. You will never be alone. This I swear. But you cannot barge in with guns and allies. Morinth is far too cagey. She'd simply disappear. This is a subtle, delicate act. Trust me.
Time's wasting. Let's get over there.
I agree. We can talk more once we're there.
Hello again. Did you find anything? Is there anything I can do to help?
I should go.
End. End it not. Tentatively excited. Welcome, human. What can I get for you?
I have things to do.
Courteously, have a fine day. Take a look at my kiosk if you want to buy anything.
Captain Hannah Shepard has apparently turned down an Admiral's star and will remain in command of the Orizaba. The captain deemed her promotion to Admiral a political ploy and said that she could best honor her child's legacy by captaining a ship.
Got a dangerous job that needs doing or employees that just won't work? Let us help. I'm Ruth Genera, CEO of Genera.
People come to places such as this seeking a better life. And when they get here, they find this. Vibrant people forced into destitution on a world filled with criminals. They deserve protection. If I survive your mission, I may return here.
By the followers of the exalted light of the word. In other news, the human colony of Horizon has been attacked. Another in a series of humans failed to colonize.
What do you want?
What's behind this door?
VIP section of the club. For those with the right name. Do you want something?
Someone told me the rest of Afterlife's nothing compared to this place.
Sounds like a smart person. Who was it?
Jarut.
Go on in. Word to the wise. Start a fight, we'll hurt you. Someone attacks you, it's okay to defend yourself.
You must go in alone. Morinth will be watching. Like any predator, she is cautious. You must pique her interest enough that she will approach you. When you are face to face, subtly encourage her to invite you to her apartment. I'll follow discreetly, and when you are alone, I'll spring the trap. Know this, until I get there, you are in great peril. She will be planning to inflict horrors on you. If you are not careful, you will want her to.
How can I spark her interest when I'm not even talking to her?
Courage or suicidal bravery could attract her. Hurt someone in defense and she will be excited, but pick a fight and she'll be bored. Show skill at working smoothly through a nightclub crowd. She will be intrigued. She'll want you the moment she sees you. The rest is just a matter of overpowering her caution.
How do I convince her to take me home?
She admires strength, directness, and vigor. Modesty, chivalry, or meekness frustrate and bore her. Violence excites her. You've killed Shepard.
She'll like that. Getting her alone, then falling under her sway. That'll require careful timing.
I will be near, and I will come for you, Shepard. Trust me, as I trust and honor you.
Okay. What other things have we learned about Morinth that can help us here?
According to Neff's journal, Morinth likes dancing while on a drug called Halax. Neff's journal mentioned a vid called Vayenya. It seemed to have something to do with glamorous women. Morinth sent Neff a note saying she likes the Elcor artist Forta. Well, Shepard, that's everything we know.
Let's get started.
Shepard, we only get one chance at this. Any mistake and Morinth will disappear. If you're the least bit unsure, come talk to me. I will wait here. And Shepard, thank you. I do not share this burden easily, and you are the only soul I can imagine sharing it with.
Do you know where to get tickets for Expel 10? I heard this amazing Asari say they were her favorite band. I just want whatever she wants. I gotta find tickets. Expel 10 is playing tomorrow.
What kind of music do they play?
They're a sensory band. Like, they crawl into you and make you feel things. And this Asari digs them like you wouldn't believe. I could score way out of my league, you know? You gotta help me.
I don't have any tickets.
If you score some, I got some creds for you.
It's hot. Sweaty. Perfect.
The music here used to be avant-garde.
Hi. I need help right now, and I don't know who to ask. You're human, and you don't look high, so you're it. Can you help me out?
Slow down and tell me what the problem is.
Right. Slow down. Sorry, I just don't know what to do. My friend Moiral is doing a piece on Omega Games. She's hanging with Floret. He's the worst of the worst.
What is she doing?
A vid piece. She's an investigative reporter, you know? She's trying to profile gang leaders.
Your friend could get hurt.
Yeah, and she's going to. See, Floret's onto her. His gang is on the way here, and they're gonna make a mess of her. I have to get a message to her, and fast.
You seem to have a lot of information.
I'm her tech. I've been monitoring the gang's comm. The last transmission said Floret's going to splatter her. Man, I'm a tech junkie. I don't know how to handle this.
What do you want me to do?
She and I have a code. If you go over and say 2 words to Floret, my friend will get the message and get out of there. The 2 words are terminal and eternity. In that order. Please tell me you can do that. She's going to die.
Sounds simple enough. Why can't you do it?
I stare at monitors all day. I can't walk up and talk to a gang leader. I'd piss my pants and run away. I can't let Moiral die. It's just saying 2 words in a sentence. You can do that, right?
I can do that.
Thank you. Thank you. Remember, terminal and eternity. In that order, just work them into a sentence.
Oh. Are you still here?
You're an interesting one.
Something I can do for you, lady?
Is there a public extranet terminal around here?
In a club? You don't have an Omni tool?
That is a pretty strange question.
Oh, yeah, there was so much dialogue there. I sometimes just mute myself just so that, you know, in case the dogs start barking. But no, I was just saying, actually what you had kind of just mentioned about the whole, like, just walk up filter. It's kind of awkward, the whole terminal. eternity thing. Like the first one's okay, but this one, like the second one's like, it's been an eternity since, you know, it's a little, you know, too deliberate.
I get by on public terminals. My Omni tool's been broken for an eternity.
That's a tough break.
I need
I'm
those
done
like
talking to you now.
calculus symbols going off in her head.
I have to pee.
Yeah? Hurry back, Moirol. I'm ready to head out.
Gotta pee.
I hate this place and
Go
everyone
piss,
in
girl.
it. Every night I hate it all over again.
Come on, baby. I can pay. I'm a good tipper, too.
I told you to stay away from me.
Playing hard to get? Give it up, baby. I'm sold. Don't be like that. I got creds. We'll go back to my place. I got simple tastes.
Back off, asshole. I'm a dancer, not a hooker.
You got a mouth on you. I'll enjoy watching you use it.
The lady asked you to step away.
You want in on this transaction? Hey, I don't care if it's you or this bitch. I just like good times.
Good times are over.
Thanks for that. Security was asleep.
Good times are over. Sometimes the one-liners aren't the best. I guess we could dance. It's like a goose walking down the walking down the field. Just waddling. That's how I dance. Just like a goose.
Hey. Hey! I'll dance next to you. If you want to think we're dancing together, go ahead.
I do want to think that. My name is Morin. I've been watching you. You're the most interesting person in this place. I've got a booth over here in the shadows. Why don't you come sit with me?
Whip out the
Some nights
copy
I
of
come here and
Fornax.
there's no one interesting to talk to. Some nights, there's just one person. Tonight it's you. Why is that?
Let's see here. There's no wrong answer here, I don't remember. I'm just trying to get through this the most efficient way possible.
You and I want the same things.
Do we?
Yeah, we want Justicars.
What do you think of the music here?
Dark rhythms, violent pulses. It stirs something primitive in me. What about you?
I'm curious about a band called Expel 10.
They get in my head and tear it to pieces. They're in concert soon. Maybe we should go together. You can lose yourself in the music here. There are ways to enhance that. You know?
What do you think of Hallex?
It slithers through my soul. Seems like we share some interests.
Do you know anything about art?
It speaks to the darkest places in me. What about you?
Do you know the artist Forta?
I didn't think anyone around here knew him. He's sublime. Art comes in many varieties. I've seen vids that were more powerful than a sculpture sitting in a gallery.
What do you think about the violence in vids?
It seems fake to me. I don't see the point.
I sensed it. You're acquainted with the real thing.
As are you.
I've traveled all over the galaxy.
It changes you, doesn't it?
I mean, you can say any of this stuff. I just don't remember. Especially space exploration, no. I like the danger, that is one. I bring the change, true.
I'm not changed by the places I go. They're changed by me.
That's impressive. When I travel, I find myself drawn to dark, dangerous places.
Violent places?
Violence is the surest expression of power.
The Sith code. Oh! Power, strength. I do think that she likes power as safety, but I don't want to say that.
Violence is a means to an end. Power is that end.
Do you want to get out of here? My apartment is nearby and I want you alone.
Yay! We successfully navigated the Morinth conversation. It's not... There's a lot of different ways you can say those things and still
Have
get
a
by,
Alex if you
know?
want. But wouldn't you rather have all your senses be clear and sharp right now? I certainly do.
Yay, assault rifle damage.
I was into dueling for a while. I love the moment you see it in your opponent's eyes. He knows you're better, and he's going to die.
Oh my god, it's a Warhammer 40k. Oh, never mind, it's just a Krogan.
A gift from a suitor. The statue's got more personality than he did. Still, he impressed me enough that he finally got what he wanted. It didn't end the way he hoped. I love any game where your opponent can believe he is about to win, just before you kill him.
Yeah, it says it's a chess set, but there's no chessboard, so we'll take it for granted that that's what it is. Pieces are probably just inside. Maybe it's, I don't know, a hologram. I don't know. All right, Morton, and this is the one I was talking about. So originally, when the game first came out, Mass Effect 2, you could kind of glitch it out. You could, when Morton talks to Samara, and you can choose a dialogue option there, and you could repeat the Renegade Paragon. I think you just hit escape after you said it, and if you did that, it could loop it back into that same option, and it saved your answer in the Renegade Paragon tree. And so when you got done with it, whatever you ended up choosing, you could have full Paragon and full Renegade at the end of it.
I love clubs. People, movement, heat. I can still hear the bass like the drums of a great hunt out for your blood. But here, it's muted, and you're safe. Is that what you want, Shepard?
People feel safest right before they die.
It's true. We're never safe. I've never understood the fascination with safety. Some of us choose differently. Independence over submission? I think we share that, you and I.
We've both killed many times, but that's where the similarities end.
Why do you say that I've killed? What do you know? Let's stop playing games. Look into my eyes and tell me you want me. Tell me you'd kill for me. Anything I want.
So, my justification for not being able to fall under Morn's spell, because clearly the scene has changed. You know, her look, the filter, there's like a green filter. Everything's a little different. You know, she's got pure black eyes. Something has overtaken us. So otherwise, if nothing would change. But my impression is, like I've said over and over and over, I'm sorry, I got an error message on my YouTube stuff. But anyway, my impression is that Shepard is unique. And I've said it before, and I think Com hates this term. Uniquely unique. One of a kind, not just one of a kind, but singular. And that does take away from the fact that, you know, you're a human in a situation, you can relate to it. But this happens over and over and over with Shepard. And so I don't think that it's any misunderstanding on my part that BioWare's truly trying to say that Shepard is meant to be seen differently in this world. We're human, but not just human. So Morin's character never appealed to me because of these conversations. She comes across as arrogant about an advantage in genetics. But yeah, you're not wrong. We just don't have enough time. So for us to even like choose Morin, there's even if you wanted to go the route of the renegade, there's no real compulsion to do so. And I know the reality is that I shouldn't be able to think clearly in the moment, but like nothing about her has appealed to me. Right? Yeah. No, I get that. And so this is one of those that I do feel that BioWare writers were compelled to go this direction, because what other options would you have? You don't want to just make this a pure cutscene and then take the agency from the player's hands. But we don't really have much choice, because we don't really have the great option of Morinth being a crew member, because if you do that, she's not really a crew member, she's Samara. You know, not actually Samara, and it's really odd. But that goes back to what I was said before with the Asari always taking on an appearance with how people want to see. Very manipulative, and the Asari are just manipulative to their very core. And I'm not saying that them as an individual person, like Liara, for instance, are bad, but that's kind of how they're designed. They're designed to be very manipulative.
Don't count on it.
But you... who are you? Oh no. I see what's going on. The bitch herself found a little helper.
Morinth!
Could have been a nice little cutscene, little tiny fight between
I can't choose to stop being your daughter.
Shepard and
Mother,
Morinth.
You
Just
made
a little
your
fight.
choice long ago. What choice? My only crime was being born with the gifts you gave me. Enough, Morinth! I am the genetic destiny of the Asari, but they are not ready to reveal this. So I must die. You are a disease to be purged. Nothing more.
I'm as strong as she is. Let me join you.
I am already sworn to help you, Shepard. Let us finish this.
Yeah, right here, you could kind of like turn this into a loop. But yeah, it would have been nice if like Morinth like elbows you to the cheek or something, and then you grab Morinth's other arm and swing her around, and then you kick her or something, and just a little small brief confrontation, just enough to kind of like where it throws Morinth off, and Samara's able to kind of come in while she's down to take advantage of that. So that way it's not just like because she could have done this whole time, right? She's alone with Shepard. At any time she could have walked in this situation the way it was. So we needed Shepard to do something to cause Morinth to let her guard down. But anyway.
End of the line, Morinth.
And they call me a monster.
Or what if you were able to like plant a little tiny stun, and then you like as a tech expert make it go off,
Find
and she
peace
goes,
in the embrace of the goddess.
and that disables her. That would have been neat. Something for
I'm ready
each
to
tree
leave
that you
this
do.
place and get on with my life. Are you ready to go as well?
Yeah, if you were like a biotic person, that you do your own biotic thing to kind of like cause that to ignite. If you were, say, soldier, whatever, that you just, punch him. But whatever tree you choose, that there was like an option there that would have disabled Morinth enough to Samara to take the next, to take advantage of the scene.
Do you want to talk about what happened?
Shepard, what do you think I will say?
What can I say? I just killed the bravest and smartest of my daughters. There are no words. I will try another time. For now, show mercy on a broken old warrior and let us leave.
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay. 32 Paragon. Huge.
All businesses using security mechs have been asked to check their systems for a potentially deadly virus that can disable targeting safeties and friend or foe identification.
Repent. Our end is nigh.
The end is nigh. So, if I do anything off stream, it would be the Ish quest and probably the Blue Suns thing. That should give me enough money to, get some of that other stuff that I was looking at from the Citadel. But that's nothing we need to do on stream. Oops. Yeah.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Well, it's one of those things that I think, Banana, you said that Samara had 2 kids who turned out to be Ardak. She showed me to be curious as to why she thought having a 3rd child would be a good idea. It's one of those things that I think that they manifest into Ardak Yakshi, because we find out that at the monastery that there's a lot of different Asari that are there that have the trait. They're not actually full-blown Ardak Yakshi, but that trait is actually taken over when the collectors, not the collectors, the Reapers come, and when the Reapers take them over, they use that part of their genetic being to turn them into the Banshees. So I think it would have been one of those, like, maybe they have the trait, but they weren't full-blown Ardak Yakshi. And so you have 3 children, and then they suddenly all manifest their traits after they were already born, you see. So I could totally see how that, could be seen. It's kind of like somebody who's, like, has a trait for having, I don't know, a mental illness. Well, just because one child has that trait doesn't necessarily mean the other 2 would, and maybe they will, but it manifests a little bit later in life. So this is definitely in that genetic traithood that it could have been there, but because it doesn't manifest. And I think that's important because the monastery has plenty of Asari there that have the trait, but it hasn't manifested, but they're still kept there for precautionary reasons. At a certain point, it's on her. I mean, like I said, it's I get the impression that they're at the monastery there for people who have it, and that's why they were sent there immediately. They're full-blown Ardak Yakshi, so we know who they are and what they are capable of. But the other Asari that are there simply have the trait. So, oh, Captain Billy. The drill kid's doing okay. All right. Okay. So, we will save it right here. And I think, yeah, we don't have enough to increase our squad points, but we do need to do Samara and Garrus next, so that way we can put those new ability points, or put those ability points into the unlocked loyalty stuff. And then we need to do Kasumi. Man, I'm not looking forward to that one. Ooh. And then the packages, I'll do that off stream. Yeah, I'll probably do the Blue Suns thing off base. I'm going to save Arrival for possibly the mission we do after the Reaper IFF. because I have to have something to do. After the collectors take our crew. So maybe that's what we'll do. You know? Yeah. Anyway, I appreciate everybody being here, and we're near the end. At any time, I could really kind of like blitz this at this point now. But on Insanity, you have to be real careful so you don't get overly frustrated with that. And these are so easy to do, like doing the Liara hacking thing, which unlocks the Shadow Broker stuff, the locket, the packages for Ish. These are so simple, and if nothing else, they give us enough money so that we can upgrade our gear, so that way when we do things like the end game stuff, it's not as frustrating. But anyway, I will check you guys later, and y'all take care. Again, as I always say at the end, I don't know when I'll be able to stream again, hopefully sooner than later. Let us know in the comments if there's something that y'all want us to go over, any things in our podcast that you'd like to see. There's a new video that I have for 2 Point Museum. It's not very long, it's like 4.5 minutes. Give it a watch, give it a like if you like it, and share it with all of your friends. Thank you very much. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.